Like, you know when you're listening to a podcast and then all of a sudden it goes really loud? I don't want to be that person.
I audio engineer them, so that doesn't happen.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. Because if I get excited, I'll probably end up like going louder.
Well, Mia, thanks very much for joining me today. How are you going?
Started.
We can start however you want to start.
Oh, okay.
Do you want me to do like an introduction, or we can just start like this?
We can just start casually. That's
Just
probably
casually?
better. Yeah.
I just saw on your story you're running 4Ks tomorrow.
Yeah, I am. I'm doing the Perth Running Festival. 4Ks.
I'm going to come out.
Are ya?
No, not like that.
You're going to come out and watch? Or just run
No,
alongside people?
As in, I'm going to come out and say, if
Oh.
you're doing a 4K, like, why do it in an official event where you have to pay money?
You know, that's a good point, actually. My sister, I told this to my sister, so she's in America right now, and she used to do like races here. And I did say like, oh, you know, you can win money at these things. And she was like, yeah, but you spend like $60 or $70 on a ticket and then you win like, I actually have no idea because I never won before, but I think you win like a couple $100. But I think I like to be in an environment that pushes me. I couldn't just go out and run a 4K by myself.
You don't reckon?
I don't reckon.
Well, when you train for it, you are.
Yeah, that's true. I think having the people around me.
You think the race.
Yeah, but in saying that, I will listen to music.
While you're running?
Yeah, probably. I'm still deciding.
Are you allowed to do that?
I'm pretty sure you are, because it's just like a running festival. If it was on the track like athletics, you definitely
not.
wouldn't be allowed to. But I'm like, I need that stimulation.
See, I hate the race because of like the pre-nerves, having to like go to the event and then like waiting for the start and the finish line and everyone else is going to be there. Like me personally, if I was to do it, I just have to do it myself.
Yeah, I've never done a time trial by myself. The only other time I've done like a time trial was parkrun. That stuff's underrated. I reckon parkrun, if you're going for like a 5K PB, go to UWA. It's like very flat.
Like Munga.
Or like Munga.
Like
yeah,
Munga's the
yeah.
best.
Do they have a parkrun?
Well, what is a parkrun?
You don't know parkrun? Man, what? Okay. Well, parkrun is basically every Saturday, different parks. It's like all over the world. My auntie's done like 500. And you can like collect from like A to Z different parkruns. So basically it's a 5K standardized course. This is my understanding. I could be really wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's 5Ks and it's at like a park and it's free, but it's just like anyone can come down. And then they like measured it out and then they say like ready, set, go. And then you're just with other people. And you can go on a website.
And the name of the park's the letter you're collecting?
Oh, well, the name of the park is where it is. So UWA Parkrun.
So that would be a U in the alphabet.
Yeah, that would be a U. So like my auntie, for example, has everything besides, I think, Y and Z, not going to lie.
That's
crazy.
I don't think Lake Munga would count that because it's a lake. It's not a park. Or you could do it
No,
around
but I
a
think
lake.
it doesn't matter if it's not, it doesn't have to be a park. I think it's just called Parkrun for the name.
Right.
So I think that would be another way I would do a PB, like would go there. Because
And
that's
do it
for
at a
free.
parkrun.
That's for free, but you also get to push yourself with other people.
Also, 4K is pretty niche.
It is so random. That's what I was thinking.
Why 4Ks?
I know. I don't know. I'm kind of regretting it because I'm like, you can't compare. 4K is like, what are you comparing it with? You need to do like 3 or 5.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I was talking with my coach, I was like, oh, should I do the half? And he was like, nah, don't do the half because I just did the half in August and it wouldn't be enough time to see progress in my opinion. So then I said, okay, can I do the 10K because it's 10K? And he was like, nah, do the 4K. And I was
So
like,
you've run
so
all these
random.
like properly before in terms of races?
Nah, I reckon this is my first year in running.
So what distances have you done in races?
Do you want me to go like way back
Take
to
me
where it
through it.
started?
Take me through
Okay. I don't know if I should look here or at you. I'm going to look at you because I think that's more.
Do whatever's more comfortable for you. We look after our guests here on the Crooked Smart podcast.
I like it.
You said sorry to interject, but you said you'd listened to some of my episodes before. Can I know which ones? Because then it's going to shape what you think of me. Because like if someone says they listen to my podcast, they could listen to so many different episodes and they'd think I'm a different person.
Well, I wanted a sport one because obviously ours is going to be sport based. So I listened to Shervo's one.
And that's recent.
Yeah, and that was
hot.
recent. And I listened to the first one as well.
Oh.
Yeah, I did my real research.
Was Gianni there for the first one? No.
No, I don't think
He would have
so.
been in Europe. I used to have a co-host.
Yes, I did do a lot of stalking. I did notice that he just dropped.
Oh, he's a busy man. He's a
Busy
lead singer
man.
of a band. He's starting a job at Woodside.
Yeah, wow, okay.
He goes to
I
Europe
also
every
listened
summer.
to like the first 5 minutes of Josh Keach's one.
Yeah, okay.
Only because like he's training with me and I know of him. So I was like, it would be cool to listen to
That was
someone.
very insidey though, because Gianni and Josh are very close
Yeah,
as well.
well then
so
I realised it wasn't going to be about sport. It was going to be about music.
band,
And
yeah.
I was like, okay, this is not relevant to what I would be
Your
talking
domain.
about. Yeah, not that it wouldn't be cool. It would sound cool, but I only had so much
Nice
time,
save, nice
you know? So yeah, I listened to those, and obviously Lily's Well with How to Be
she's
Well.
lovely. She was a really nice
so
girl.
I know of her through like the industry. So I was like, I'll listen to hers as well.
Yeah, cool.
Just to get the vibe.
Cool. The guy I had on before, Antonio, he was like, I listened to your solo episode last night. I'm like,
I did see that one there.
That wasn't a planned solo either. It's because I had a guest that didn't rock up. Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of mean.
Yeah, just.
Did they ever come back on? They didn't get another chance.
So long story short, this person like reached out to me and said, I'd love to come on to chat. And then I was like, yeah, sounds good. And we're doing it through LinkedIn.
That's so random. Yeah, LinkedIn. Okay.
And then like it was all good to go, locked in the date, locked in the time. Morning of, half an hour goes by, she's not here. I send her a message. I send her another message an hour later saying, okay, has something happened? Is everything all right? And
There's
then
a bot.
I just wait till, and then 2 p.m. that day, she finally responds saying, sorry, I got my calendars mixed up. I'm like,
well,
and she's like, would you like me to come on another time?
No.
Like, I wanted to say no, but
I
ended up waiting a day and then like calming down and being
that's probably
being like,
good.
We can do another one. And then she just never responded. So Renee,
name and shame.
Not a fan of Renee Shaw on LinkedIn. She's a public person on LinkedIn. Like she makes money posting on LinkedIn or something.
Well, that should have been a dead giveaway.
What, that she was going to ghost me?
Yeah.
Really?
I reckon LinkedIn's kind of dodgy.
That's the only guest that's never rocked up.
Yeah, okay, that's good.
Out of 90 something.
That's a good rate. That's good.
Where was I going with that?
Okay, I knew this was going to happen. We're going to talk about the most random things.
I had the solo that morning.
Yeah, okay.
And then I was just name and shaming her. And I didn't name and shame her in that solo. I think it's the first time I've named and shamed her.
Yeah.
Oh
gosh, maybe cut that out.
Nah, I'll keep it in. We're authentic.
I want to be a part of this.
We're authentic on the Crooked Smile podcast.
Anyway, so you asked me, have I done these running races before? And I feel like no, not in like longer distances, but it wouldn't be fair to say I haven't been a runner because I have been a runner. But I was a sprinter.
Yeah, okay.
That's very different.
Like 100 metre?
100 metre. 200 metre was my absolute max. Like in school, I was like would always run in the A division.
You
like,
win aths.
Yeah, I wasn't humble. I was good. I was good, but I wasn't that good that I would go to nationals. Like I was good in when the competition was low, when the competition was stacked. I also was very bad psychologically, which is ironic because I'm studying psych now. We'll get back to that later. But I psyched myself out a lot, and like pressure, absolutely not. I would like do well in school, and then into school I would like not do so well. Same with states. If I would compete outside states, I would do okay. Go to nationals, do terribly. So I decided that being an elite athlete was not my vision. That's not my dream. I don't want to do that. I'm just more social. I'm more of like the clown. I like to do stuff for fun.
Okay.
So that's always been like anyone that's known me in high school, doing sport for me was fun. I loved playing it socially. I played hockey, played floorball, like that was all fun and games. And then literally it wasn't until this year that I was like, I kind of miss the competitive side. Actually, I lie. It wasn't until 2 years ago when I did bodybuilding.
Yeah, okay.
That's another
I didn't know you
side
did bodybuilding.
I feel like my stories are just going to go into these random
No, it's good.
segues.
This is what a podcast is for.
Okay, perfect. So if we wind back in school, did a lot of athletics, did a lot of hockey, and then unfortunately I got not diagnosed, but I have scoliosis. So I don't know if you know what scoliosis is.
Context?
Your spine is crooked. I have a crooked spine.
Crooked Smile podcast.
Yes, I have like a 14-degree curve in my upper back.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you. It's not a big deal. Like life could be worse, but 14 degrees in my thoracic curve, which is your upper back, and then 15 degrees in my lumbar.
So how like that?
Picture a spine should look like an I, the letter I, right? Yeah. My spine looks like an S. That's exaggerated, but it's looking more like an S.
Yeah,
it's looking a bit crooked.
But in terms of like this way or this way?
No, sideways. But I also have kyphosis, which is where it does rotate as well.
So what's that look like?
So that's where it rotates vertically.
But in terms of in your life?
Well, this is the problem. So I played hockey since I was 9 years of age. So I played it for at least 10, 12 years. And then a couple of years ago, I went to a specialist in Leederville, and she said my professional opinion would be you stop hockey. Yeah, and it got really intense because my dad he used to coach me. My dad loves it.
Were you like states hockey, nationals hockey?
Again, same thing would happen. I played state and I would just get so nervous and I would take things so personally. Like, it's a team sport and you yell at your teammates to say like, go over there or go. And I would take it so personally. Like, I'd be like, this girl doesn't like me because she told me I didn't stand on the post and get a goal. Like, I don't know what was wrong with me, but I took it so personally. And I would get this thing where I'd get like really emotional and then like get asthma and have to be like, bench me. Like, yeah, it's embarrassing. So that's why it's so interesting that I want to be a sports scientist because I want to know why. Like, why? But it's weird because in hockey, I could never fully commit. Like, I'd go to training, I'd do the bare minimum. I'd go to training twice a week and I'd rock up for the game. I went to uni nationals and we did really well. We came second. But again, that was more social. When I knew it was social, I performed really well. When I knew there was no pressure, as soon as someone said, this is states, this is qualifying, not going to happen.
We'll talk about this on the pod I had before because the kid's trying to be a professional pro goalkeeper for soccer.
Sick, okay.
And I was talking to him about it. He hadn't heard of it. Optimal arousal state, post-match performance, like being in the blue state on the bell curve.
Yep.
I'm sure you know a lot about that.
Yeah, I know a little bit about that. Did that in PE studies and sports science. But yeah, that was the thing. But it wasn't even that because I need to be like the perfect, like arousal level. If I'm too over aroused, I'll make mistakes. If I'm under aroused, I just won't concentrate.
Yeah.
But it wasn't that. It was more like knowing if I make a mistake, who am I going to let down?
Oh.
Yeah,
so
it's that.
Is it people pleasing then?
I think a little. And like, I don't reckon I'm a people pleaser, but maybe I am in sport.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're just too much of a team player.
Yeah, and I think that's it because when I do stuff solo, I don't feel, except for like when I was sprinting in school, I don't know why, but maybe it was because it was for my team, for my school team. But yeah, same with like relays and stuff, would get so nervous.
Well, that's the thing. I hate solo stuff in terms of like performance racing, but I love team sports. So say I would play water polo, would love it, team sport, not be nervous for a single match, but then inters for swimming, I would dread it. I just hate the walk up to the blocks. Like, I'd be just nervous and it's the worst.
So I don't know why, but doing the team stuff that wasn't social would freak me out. Where was I going? Okay. I don't know where I was going with this.
In terms of bodybuilding, you were getting into bodybuilding. I was getting to that.
So anyway, in like 2023, the specialist was like, yeah, no more hockey. And I was like, oh, okay. No, sorry, 2024. This was a year after I was still playing hockey and then I decided to try bodybuilding in 2023.
Oh, what I was going to ask is your spine, right?
Yeah, that's where we were at. Yeah.
Scoliosis?
Scoliosis, yeah.
In terms of a day-to-day, how's that affecting your day-to-day?
I do get back pain and whether or not, it's so hard to distinguish if the back pain is from like the gym or from your spine.
But is it upper, lower back pain, mid back pain?
Upper. For me, it's more upper.
Yeah, that would be hard to tell.
Yeah, it's so hard to tell. Like, is this from like doing like lat pull down
Smoking
or is this
lats?
Yeah. Like, am I just too broad? Like,
am I just too big?
What's going on? But it doesn't really. Like, I'm really fortunate. Like, my mum, on the other hand, she has 30 degrees. So, and for me, it was more a visual thing. Like, because mine's in the upper, it affects my shoulders and the level of my shoulders. Like, if you like really look at my shoulders and I'm not aware of it, now you're gonna look, but like the right one drops ever so slightly to the left one. But like, because I've been doing exercises and I'm very aware of it, I make sure that they're level because as a girl, any guy, you get quite self-conscious about that stuff. So I was very adamant that I didn't want it to be obvious. And like in school, I was supposed to wear like a brace.
Around your shoulders? Yeah,
so like it's like a corset.
Yeah, right.
And it was in year 7, like 12, 13 years old. So self-conscious. I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm not wearing this. So like it was a choice. You wear the like corset and you could fix the curve a little bit because you're still growing.
Oh, for the whole spine.
Yeah, for like a year or two because I was still growing.
It's like long braces.
Yeah, literally. And I've already done that with my teeth. Like, I'm not doing that again. And I said, no, I'm not doing that. Like, I'd rather just take the risk. And
long term, is it going to come back to bite you? It doesn't affect you?
So that's the thing why I stopped hockey, because hockey, it's a stick to the right. So you obviously know what hockey is.
Yeah, yeah.
But for those that don't, you hold a stick often to the right. Some people are to the left.
Everyone knows what hockey is, I hope.
Yeah. Okay. So with my curve, if my curve was the other way around, hockey would have been perfect for it because it would have balanced it out.
Yeah.
But because my curve was to the left, I was already dropping on the right.
Yeah.
So same with rowing. She was like, I didn't row, but she said no rowing.
But rowing's pretty even though.
if you do the team rowing, is it like the one
Oh,
side?
I'm thinking of like an erg.
Yeah, so like an erg's fine, but if it's like the team rowing where you have one side or the other side,
Yeah, okay.
they were like, no rowing for you.
So no uneven sports.
Exactly. So floorball, I was really sad about floorball because I loved floorball and it was so social for me. Like there was a group of us friends and we'd play and, you know, it'd get to the finals and be both our teams in the finals. And
What about goalkeeping?
See, my problem was I didn't want to start again with a sport. I was like 21 at this time and I was like, I could start a whole new sport like soccer, but the chances of me being competitive in that starting as a novice is quite low. So I was like, okay, what can I do Anyway, so I decided I loved the gym. I was like really into the gym. I was a PT at the time. And then I was like, okay, someone actually came up to me in the gym. I was at UWA gym and they said, oh, you look like you could do bodybuilding. And as soon as someone tells me that I could do something, I'm like, bet, like challenge on, let me do bodybuilding.
It's nice when people give you compliments in the gym. I've had 2 in my lifetime.
Cherish those.
I do. And do you know what it was? They asked me if I was an athlete and I'm not. So
that's actually the biggest compliment ever. If someone
is
athletic over gym, in my opinion as well, because that's performance based.
They were like, your form is so explosive. And I was like, it's not, but thank you.
What's your background?
Water polo.
Dude, that's so random.
But I was doing Bulgarian split squats.
Let's go. That's even a bigger compliment.
So it's like he's complimenting my Bulgarian split squat explosivity.
Take it.
I did. And it was really
Take that to the
weird.
grave.
I still remember it to this day.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, and it was like, what was even cooler was like one of the older guys, you know, when you go to the gym, I don't find like, this is going to be controversial, but I don't get freaked out when like older guys compliment me on like me in the gym. Obviously if it's weird,
like,
it's weird.
You mean
but
in
if they're
terms
complimenting
of like
me,
strength?
Yeah, on strength, like form, like, oh, you're strong.
Because once there's aesthetics and they're an old man, it could get a little creepy.
Exactly. But like back then I could bench my own body weight.
Yeah, okay.
So like they complimented me on that. So when he said to me, he used to do bodybuilding, he said, you should do bodybuilding. I was like, okay, this guy knows what he's talking about. Like, this is cool. I should
Was he jacked?
He was pretty jacked.
Okay.
Like, I give him that. I'm not going to take it from a skinny
guy.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, this guy knows what he's talking about. So went home and was like, oh, I don't know. And I'd seen some of the girls do bikini. So if you don't know bodybuilding, there's multiple categories you can go into. So with guys, there's like open, classic, physique. So that's where they wear like board shorts or budgie smugglers or whatever.
Chris Bumstead.
Yeah, exactly. Think about C-Bum, like he's just jacked. Same with females, but it's called like fitness, bikini or sports. So basically bikini is in heels and like basically a bikini.
Yeah.
Fitness is the same, but it's all about what they're looking for. Like they use the term soft and hard looks. So soft is more rounded. In bikini, they look for glutes and delts. In fitness, they look just shredded. And then in sports, it's you're wearing more gym gear with sneakers. So I was like, I like that. I don't want to wear heels on stage and a bikini. That seems a bit sus in my opinion. So I
agree.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know about this. I don't know how I feel about going half naked on a stage. But
in high heels.
Yeah, I'm like, it's giving...
the high heels will protect me.
Yeah, it's giving another
vibe.
Another vibe. So I had no idea like anything about bodybuilding. I just was like, okay, I'm going to do bodybuilding. What does this look like?
You would have had a good idea of the nutrition.
It's funny because I'll never forget when I first started, I all of a sudden started eating rice and chicken.
Like every bodybuilder ever.
Yeah, but I wasn't supposed to be. My coach was like, you need a bulk. And I'm like, oh, okay, my bad. Like didn't know what a bulk really was or like a cut. Like I'd done sports science, but I'd known like nutrition in terms of eat to fuel your workout, eat protein, but I didn't know what a calorie deficit was. I didn't know how to train specifically for bodybuilding.
Yeah, okay.
So then I looked at coaches and I was like, there's no ways I'm paying this money for a coach. Like this is crazy. Like they were expensive. And bodybuilding is an expensive sport.
It's a whole industry.
I did a whole video on it. It can cost you at least 10K for like one season. That's a lot of money. Like I was lucky I got it for cheaper because my uncle's actually a Sicilian bodybuilder.
There you go.
As you do. It kind of got a bit awkward in my whole family because to cut a story short, bodybuilding for girls, in my opinion, is not the healthiest of sports towards the end.
Yeah. I can see that.
Anyway, so we'll go to the start of 2023. I'm starting this bodybuilding prep. My uncle's coaching me online and it's awesome. I love it because genetics plays a big part in it. If you can put on muscle quickly, you're already 5 steps ahead of everyone else. And I remember going into the posing, there's like a posing lady that does, because you have to pose. Like bodybuilding is half muscle, half being able to show off the muscle.
Yeah.
If you can't walk on the stage confidently and hit the poses, there's no ways. You're not going to win. Like, you could be the most jacked person on stage, but if you're just standing there like awkward as hell, you're not going to win.
Yeah, okay.
So I went to the posing people and was like, oh, I'm thinking about competing in season B, which was in October. And at this point, it's May. June, July, August, September. I got 5 months. A lot of these girls had been going for a year.
Like to
I'm
cycle
behind.
in.
Yeah. Like I'm behind already. And this lady's like, you're what now? And I'm like, yeah, I want to compete in like 5 months. She's like, did you bulk at all? And I was like, no, this is just like my maintenance. She's like, damn, like you're lucky. So I was like, okay, I've got talent in this. Like this could be something. Like this could be where I don't get nervous. I can actually perform at a high level. Anyway, everything went really well. Went to the state show, had no expectation, ended up coming third. Came third in 2 categories. There was like an age category and then like a beginner category. And then in opens, I came 5th. If you get top 5, you automatically qualify to nationals. And I'd never thought of that. I was like, there's no ways. Like, this is my first time ever. I'm not going to go nationals. And so that was in October and I was like, why not? It's in Melbourne. My cousin lives in Melbourne. I'll go to nationals. And I actually decided, so that was 1 weekend. Nationals was 2 weekends later.
Ooh, so you weren't going to make much of a like improvement in that time?
Yeah, and you're going to starve yourself for 2 more weeks to get yourself, it's full on. And I decided I was going to go again the weekend after for another comp. So the first comp was called ICN, so I compete naturally. This is all natural, by the way.
Natty.
Yeah. And then the next one is YNF. That's your natural federation, so also natural. And I last minute signed up to that because I was like, less comp. It's a smaller competition. I want gold. Like, I want to win. If I'm doing this, I want to win. Again, my coach wasn't there. This was all self-coached. Like, he was online. I was like, they do like a pump up before you go on stage. Your coach will help you like eat carbs and like you'll do some like workouts to get your pump for the stage. I was doing it myself. Like, I was just there doing like squats and like bicep curls by myself.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I was like, let's go. Rock up. And I win one of the categories. Like, and it was like short or tall. I was in the short category and I won. And I was mind blown. I was like, that is so sick. Like, to get this far was such.
Was there prize money?
Nah, only if you won overall. And the girl that I came second, like, overall. So I was pretty pissed, not gonna lie, because I was like, if I had a coach there with me, like, she had a coach with her and she was like
How much was the prize?
I want to say 500. It's not a lot. It's not a lot for what you pay.
It's a nice dinner or 2.
Yeah, it's a nice little like, celebration.
Depending on where you dine.
But thinking that you spent 10K on the thing.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't really add
Well,
up.
did you spend 10K though because you got the free Sicilian uncle coaching?
Exactly. I probably spent like, I want to say 6K.
Yeah, okay.
Looking back now, I'm like, oh man.
It's like a whole podcast of equipment.
Literally, it's a lot of money. And then like you got to do the fake tan, the makeup, the nails, the hair. It's a beauty show. Like, it's a beauty pageant with a bit of muscle on the side. Anyway, so then I'm like, okay, we're going to nationals. And I had no expectations. I was like, I'm just going to nationals. It's a very like stacked lineup. Do my first one, get no medal. You just stand there, nothing happens. I'm like, oh, that's kind of sad. Like, the second one, I end up getting 4th. And you should hear the commentator. He's like, wow, this girl's so happy. I was mind blown. I was like, there's no ways. I just came 4th at nationals. So
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. So that was for once. And I didn't get nervous.
And this is October 2023.
Yeah, October 2023. And I was like, I found something. I found something here. I didn't lose my calm. I was very like in my zone and I was like, this is fun. This could be something. And like obviously looking up to like CBum and whatever, being like, oh, you could get sponsorships out of this. This could lead into something. And I didn't even have a proper bulk. I was like, this is just the beginning. This could be something.
But I feel like there's a but coming.
There's a but coming. So then started 2024, so a few months later, this is when I met with the specialist for my back. So
oh no.
Yeah, go in with I'm like, I've decided that hockey, I've fallen out of love with hockey. I'd been doing it for 12 plus years. And when you do a sport that you started so young and it was like I loved it, but my dad got me into it and I felt like I was doing it for my dad. I don't know if people relate. I feel like you relate to this.
Very heavily.
And then when you get older, you have the choice of something that you're passionate about. Like, I want to choose this for myself. I want to commit to this.
I very heavily relate to this.
So I was like, I need a sled, like a clean slate. And bodybuilding was that. Like, I chose that. Go into the specialist in January 2024 and she sits down and she's like, no more hockey, no more floorball, no more bodybuilding.
Why no more bodybuilding?
So bodybuilding, to get into those poses, you hyperflex your back pretty much. You do the complete opposite of what they want me to do.
Are you going to damage your spine further by doing it?
Yeah. So think about my curve. I also have lordosis. So I have Another one. So you think about your curve as like an S facing forward as well.
Is there a way to fix it now?
No, it's too late now. I've stopped growing.
What about like surgery?
You can do surgery, but it's not bad enough. So my mum could do surgery, 30 degrees, but 15 degrees is minor.
It depends on the impact of your day-to-day
living. 100%.
living.
And it's not impacting me a lot. Like every now and then it's a bit sore. I can deal with it. And surgery is expensive. And surgery
is risky.
And sport-wise, you're pretty much out of the game.
Okay.
So they basically put like rods in your back. So
yeah, okay.
I don't want to do that. So she said, that's gone. That's gone. And I literally cried. I was like, you're taking the piss. Like I've just found something that I could potentially see myself doing really well in, and you're just going to take that away from me. Like I was so angry. And I was angry at my mum because like she gave it to me. Like it's genetics. Bless
you can't
her.
be angry at your mum.
No,
I
know, but I had to blame someone, you know? So anyway, that was a big turning point for me. And like I've always grown up with resilience. Like I've had to, in school, another backstory, in school I wasn't the brightest of kids. I was born in America, and then I lived in Africa, and then I came to Australia. And my sister's 2 years younger than me, and she could read better than me, do math better than me. I was behind like 2 years in school. So I've grown up knowing that if something sets you back, you kind of have to take it on the chin and then get up and figure out another way to get what you want. So all through school, I've had a really big work ethic. I've had to work really hard to where I've gotten. So I knew at the time that this wasn't going to be the end, but I just didn't see the light at the time. It was very dark.
You just didn't have purpose.
Yeah, I didn't have purpose. I was like, maybe I can try. I did like pursue something else. I was like, okay, that's fine. Sport's going to take the backseat. I'm going to be a nerd. I'm going to study psychology. So another backstory, I did sports science after school for 3 years at UWA. And then I did my Masters of High School Sport and Science Teaching. And I thought that was the end for me. But I've always loved psychology.
It's a lot of hex.
Look, I've paid off my undergrad.
Congratulations.
So thank you. But yeah, the hex, look, it is what it is. It's just hex. I can just pay that off later, hopefully.
It's a lot of hex.
It's a lot of hex, yeah. But to be fair, the Masters is like 6K. It wasn't that much.
Yeah, nice.
But yeah, we'll deal with that hex later, hopefully.
Puma, we'll get Puma to pay for it.
Oh, you've done your research. Got a stalker on our hands. No, I'm kidding.
You just said you stalked through all of mine.
Yeah, that's fair. And then I was like, I love sport teaching, but I love psychology. I've always loved sport and psych. So I was like, I want to go study psychology. So this was at the end of 2024. So I thought at the start of 2024, I was like, why don't I just commit all my energy to finishing my Masters, finishing well? Because I used to always just be like, please get degrees.
And then doing psychology?
Yeah, and then doing psychology. So
Psych's hard though.
So I was like, let me put all my energy into being a bookworm, and I'll just go to the gym and run for fun. 6 months into that, I was like, nah, this is not me. I'm competitive. Like I want to train for something. I can't just go to the gym and run for longevity. As much as I tried, I couldn't do that. So I was like, what can I do? Like this back thing's really, I can't do CrossFit because that's a lot of powerlifting. I can't.
And swimming.
CrossFit?
Isn't swimming involved in CrossFit?
Not that I'm aware of.
This is like the third time I've had this conversation
Are
where
you
someone
serious?
was CrossFit Games. Someone died swimming at the CrossFit Games a couple of years ago.
You know what? You're not wrong. Okay, maybe I'm the novice here.
Well, you heard about the guy dying?
Yeah, I did hear about
swimming.
that. Swimming, yeah, facts.
CrossFit's all
okay,
three.
yeah, so yeah, there you go. Well, CrossFit wasn't going to be it because of the powerlifting and stuff.
Are you slow twitch?
I'm fast twitch. This is what makes the next part really funny. So Hyrox came into the picture. Everyone's talking about Hyrox. I'm like, nah, I'm not going to just jump on that trend like everyone's on the trend. Then I looked what was in it and I was like, oh, I could do this. I went to the specialist and was like, can I run with my back? Yeah, you can run. Can I push a sled? Yeah, you can do that. Can I pull a sled? Yeah, you can do that. Rowing on the erg, I can do that because it's both hands. Ski, I can do that. Sandbag lunges, I can do that as long as it's not a lot of weight on my back, but it's like 10 or 20 kilos, so it's not too bad. Wall balls, I can do that. So she cleared everything and I was like, we could be onto something, like this could be it. But I was like, this is an endurance event. I'm not an endurance person.
But isn't it a mix of slow and fast?
See, this is where this is where people come.
Whoa.
This is a myth, I reckon.
Just like swimming and CrossFit. It's just a myth.
It's a myth. But if you think Hyrox is a sprint, you're wrong. You're wrong.
I've never done it.
Because I went into it thinking, oh, it's just sprint, okay, do a station. Sprint, okay, do a station. That's fast twitch. That's fine. No chance.
I'm ultimate slow twitch.
Real.
Like
but didn't you say you played water polo?
Yep.
Is that slow twitch?
No.
I was going to say that's not really slow.
But it's fit because you're going up and down, up and down. So,
my dad used to play. There's no ways.
Yeah. Side note from me, we used to have to do testing for water polo, like in the Oz squads and stuff, and we'd do a swimming beep test, and I'd either win or come second in that, in like the Oz thing, and then we do like a 50-meter sprint, and I'd come like last. Yeah. So I'm ultimate slow twitch.
Damn, but that's a hack.
No, it's not.
No?
No. I try to bench and it's just like...
It's like actually no. Yeah, I'm glad I'm fast twitch. I think it's kind of cool.
I wish
to be able to run fast.
For sport, fast twitch is so much better.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you can always get fitter, but like it's so much hard to. I reckon it's harder to go from slow twitch and get more explosive than it is to go from fast twitch and build your fitness and aerobic capacity.
To build your aerobic capacity is a lot easier and quicker than it is to build your power.
Anaerobic.
Yeah. So in that, thinking about it that way, yeah, I'm grateful that I'm fast twitch. But for some reason, the same thing happened at the end of 2024. I was in the gym. I was at Revo. And one of my mates was like, you look like you could do Hyrox. I was like, twist my arm. Like, why? Why do you think that? He's like, you just look like you could run.
Claremont Revo?
Yeah, Claremont.
How good is Claremont Revo?
Yeah,
I used to go there.
It's a bit busy now though, not going to lie.
They recently redid it a year or so ago.
It looks good.
So like I was there before they redid it and I was probably there for a month or two afterwards before I moved, and now I'm at a different Revo. But it's really nice.
I really like creatures in there, not going to lie.
Like, it depends what time you go. Like I was going like the 5 to 6 sort of group. So it's the same people every day and it was kind of like cool. But
you know, I see guys wearing jeans in there. I'm sorry.
What? Jeans in the gym?
If you're listening to this and you wear jeans in the gym, don't. Like, what are you doing?
Like,
they're just benching and they're wearing jorts. They're like these 16-year-old boys wearing...
Okay, that's like an identity crisis. Let's not hate on them for that. They've got a lot to figure out.
They do. The first thing is to not wear jeans in the gym.
Yeah. I've seen people wear flannels in the gym.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the fashion these days.
Especially gym fashion.
But
just
wear gym clothes.
Just wear black.
I don't know. Yeah, fair. Just don't wear jeans. Like, damn. But anyway, I don't really go to Revo that much anymore because I train at a gym called Different. Shameless plug, but
it's built different.
Different, yeah. They built different. It's in Subi. It's elite. It's way better. But anyway, side note, back to that story.
Someone came up to you and said you should do Hyrox. Someone came to me and
said I should do Hyrox, and I was like, okay, do you want to be my partner? Like, let's go doubles. Let's do it together because there's no ways I'd do it myself. Basically, long story short, he was not reliable at all, and I ended up just training by myself.
Same thing happened to me with the Roto swim.
Really?
I was meant to do a duo with my old co-host Jani, and there was like, no, we don't have enough time to train for it. So I was like, fine, I'll do the solo.
Yo.
But then I did it in the year. You were about to say congrats? I did it in the year it got cancelled.
Oh, I mean, like congrats still though, like the leader.
I was halfway.
Oh, they can't. I remember
2 years
that
ago
one.
when it was like the worst conditions ever. And that was the only time I've ever done it. Never done it before.
Do you reckon you try again?
Well, I had shoulder surgery in December last year, so I couldn't do it then. And then I was like, I could do it this coming one, but I can't be bothered training for it because I'm so busy now with work and a bunch of other stuff I'm doing.
Yeah, priorities, hey. Like there's only so much you can do.
It just gets in the way. Things get in the way.
To swim to Roto's a long way.
It is. And you got to do all the 10Ks like to qualify for it leading up to it. And it's like, I did like 4 10Ks leading up to it. And like,
I reckon if you're a swimmer, you're like, in my opinion, like top of the charts. Like,
no.
Real?
No.
I think it's so sick swimmers.
Swimming's so easy because you're just gliding. Running is like,
yeah, that's true. Yeah, running
carrying
is
your
harder
whole body
for
weight.
Sure. I'll never forget in school, I was obviously a sprinter and some of my friends were swimmers. And I was like, oh, we're way fitter than swimmers. Like runners are. No, I got humbled. They said, all right, come down to a swim squad. And I was like, right, what's
but that's
the
more muscles. Like your muscles would be giving out before your fitness and that.
I gave out in the warm up.
Yeah. Like
if I was 50 meters and I was like, I'm done.
If I was to pick up swimming now, because I haven't swum in like a year or so, like properly with the squad, like it would take probably 3 months before my muscles stopped giving out before my fitness. Like as in like if I was to go now, my muscles, like my arms would like give out.
Shoulders would blow
and
up.
I get like dead arms and stuff way before my aerobic capacity runs out.
Yeah.
Not anymore. I'm not fit anymore.
Yeah, but swimmers, I would say swimmers are pretty fit.
I think any athlete's fit,
that's
to
true.
be fair. Like as long as you're doing something, you know? I mean, Hyrox is pretty aerobic and anaerobic, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the thing about Hyrox. It's like this middle ground where it's so aerobic.
It's lactic threshold?
Yeah, that's what everyone talks about. Threshold. So yeah, back to what I was saying. I was supposed to do the doubles and then was like, had a lot of friends that were like, maybe I do the doubles, maybe not. I was going to train for the September one in Perth. So that just went. So I started fully training in Feb and was like, okay, I'm going to commit to this
And this
Hyrox
is
thing.
2024.
Nah, this was this year.
2025.
Yeah, this is this year now. So I've decided, okay, I'm going to commit to this.
So you got told in October of 2024 that you should do Hyrox?
Yeah.
So it's like an exact year afterwards.
Literally, they were like, I was like, here we go again. Someone told me I'd be good at something, gonna have to go try and see. So I'm like training and I've got some friends that are like, I could do doubles. And then literally something comes over me. I'm like, stuff it. I'm doing solo. I'm just going to do the solo. And I remember writing in my notes, like in my little diary, I was like, my goal for Hyrox is to do the Perth Open in September. So that was like 7 months away. And I think a good time would be to get 1 hour and 30 minutes.
I know nothing about Hyrox, so what's a good time?
So a good time in Hyrox, the elite people, sub 1 hour. Like that's talking like people that are doing it
like
as
what's
their career.
The world record?
World record would be like 57 minutes. And this is in pro. In open, probably close to that as well. But pro.
Is it different?
Okay, yeah, I probably should say. The pro, the weight's different. So open weight, for example, with the wall balls, the last station is 4 kilos for the women's. And then for the pro, it's 6 kilos. And then that's the same for the men's open, it's 6 kilos.
So pro's harder.
Pro's harder.
And you were doing open or pro?
I was doing open. That was the goal, was to do open. That was going to be my first one. And I wrote that in February. And then basically I was like, I kind of want to get some experience. You know, in every other sport, before you do your big race, you have other races to practice. Hyrox is different. You just have this one race and you kind of like got to give it your all. And I'd never done a Hyrox before. I didn't know what the course looked like. I didn't know what the rules were. And I was like, I don't want to go and put everything on the line for this one race and then stuff up by miscounting a lap or doing something wrong. If anyone has done Hyrox, miscounting a lap is quite a big thing. So that's the annoying thing with Hyrox is no one's there to watch you. It's on your own. You kind of just have to do your own thing.
But you got a tracker on you?
You have your watch, but it's inside and the GPS doesn't pick it up. So some courses will be a perfect 1K.
So how do they tell?
They know that it like tracks every time you go in and out of the little gateway. Yeah. So you run around and think about it as a track, like a 400-meter running track. In the middle, you have all the stations. So like the row, sled push, and on the outside, everyone's running. But everyone's running at the same time. You go off in waves, like 10-minute waves, right? And it takes away like who you're versing, what you're coming. You just have absolutely no idea. So in my head, I was like, I don't want all this to lead up to the Perth one and then something goes out of my control, something happens and I butcher it.
I just hate start lines with lots of people.
Mm-hmm. That's
Sucks.
what it was.
Like in
the
swimming,
tunnel.
it's a really bad thing. And triathlons and Ironmans is the start.
It's
and
so
everyone's like
hectic.
swimming over each other, elbows, headbutts accidentally. It's horrible.
Yeah. So it's quite full on, especially on the track. If it's a busy event, you're literally weaving around people. And at the start, they didn't have like what they have now, which is called a fast lane. So everyone was just running and it's like you're having to run around people.
Is this where the running events are going to come in as your training? Like
Yeah.
Full circle moment.
Yeah,
coming.
we're getting back
Sorry.
into that. No, it's fine. And so then I was like, YOLO, I'm going to go to Sydney and do the Hyrox in Sydney. But that sold out in 5 minutes. Somehow my friend got a ticket and she got my ticket as well. This was in July. So we're talking Feb, I've started training. I'm going to do a Hyrox in July just for fun. I was like, I'm not even going to aim for
And you're
time.
teaching on the side for work?
Oh, yeah. So on the side, I'm a relief teacher at MLC and like coaching their
And
squad
still
as well.
doing PT stuff?
No, so at this point I'd finished PT. So I wrapped up PT. I was a PT at UWA for a year and a half, all through 2023 and then halfway through 2024. So finished last year when I graduated my master's because that was a year and a half. And then basically took 2 months off, so July and August, and then went straight into studying.
Did you go to Europe?
I did go to Europe. I watched the Olympics.
Very cool.
It was actually elite. One of my mum's friend's son was in the skateboarding. That's actually my claim to fame.
I don't know if that's an Olympic sport.
Mate, serious? If breakdancing is an Olympic sport?
I don't know if that's an Olympic sport either.
Dude, these skateboarders are sick.
I'm not like knocking on skateboarding. I'm sure it's hard and it's cool
maybe
and
it's not
stuff,
a sport per se, but
yeah.
it was sick to watch though. Like,
No comment from me on the skateboard.
Okay. What do you reckon Hyrox? Do you reckon Hyrox can be an Olympic sport?
Yes.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, if triathlon is, for sure. Because it's athletic, it's circuit, it's like endurance event.
Yeah.
There's so many. If breakdancing is Olympic, Hyrox can be Olympic.
Yeah, that's true.
And they cycle in the bottom ones, don't they, for the Olympics? Like the bottom sports, they cycle in and out. That's why breakdancing recently came in.
Oh, true.
So Hyrox could get cycled in.
Yeah, I reckon Hyrox could have like a one hit of fame and then be done. I don't reckon they'd stick around. I think they want to.
I reckon they could.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
Well, it's
Time will
pretty
tell.
community orientated.
It is. But they got to standardise it. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Like CrossFit. But anyway, so I actually forgot what I was saying. I was training for that. Yeah. So I finished and then I was going to go into psychology. So I had 2 months off, went to Europe, watched the Olympics, watched the athletics, which was so cool. Watched like Noah Lyles and everyone sprinting and stuff.
Nice.
Got a photo with Brie Masters. So she's like an Australian sprinter. So that was pretty cool. And then came back and went straight into psych. And so that was end of last year. And now we're back to this year training for Hyrox and was like, I want to go to Sydney in July this year. No expectation, just wanted to see what the course was like because it's like doing an 800 metre and never having run 800 metre. You have to like merge and everything. If you haven't done it before, your first race probably isn't going to be your best because
800 metres tough. That's a like lactic acid.
Yeah, that's like no thanks. I don't know why I'm saying that because that's literally what I have to do like 8 times in a Hyrox. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go to Sydney and have a little practice and see what the vibe is and then really lock in for September. Anyway, long story short, 48 hours later, I was like, YOLO, I'm going to Singapore the weekend before.
Just for a holiday?
So we have friends that live in Singapore and the Asian Cup was in Singapore for Hyrox. Yeah, never heard of that before. I was like, what is this? They have 4 open championships where basically there's no pro division. It's just open division. So as I said, it's just a lower weight. And I was like, well, this could be fun. We have friends there. It could be like a little weekend getaway. They can come watch me do it. And it was my first ever race. So I was like, no pressure. It will just be like to understand. So yeah, I'm like, okay, I'm training now. This is June. I've been training since Feb. Not a lot of training, not a runner. I could barely run 4Ks at this point. Like, I don't know why I thought Hyrox was going to be this big thing for me, but I go to Singapore and it's like 80% humidity, 33-degree heat. It's hot and I'm worried. I'm scared. And I go into my first race and I go out hot, like too hot. And I'm out with the girl that's the defending champion of Singapore and I'm running with her, like next to her. And I'm like, this is not right. We're running so fast. We come into the ski together, the first station, and the crowd is going wild because everyone knows this chick. And they're like, who's this blonde girl next to this girl? Like, what is going on? And I'm like loving it. I'm like, mate, this is so exciting. I'm about to come second in my race. Like,
this
we're
is
like,
the start.
This is like not even like 10 minutes in. And I'm like,
oh no.
Yeah, so then we get to the second run and I'm dead. She's running like 4-minute Ks. I'm running 5-minute Ks. She's used to the humidity. She's from Singapore. And I'm like, oh man, what am I doing? I'm a sprinter. Why am I here right now? And I'm like, it's too far. I've come all this way. I've got to commit. So I just keep chugging along. I get to the sled push. I catch her up. So every station I catch her up, but I lose her on the run. But then it comes to the burpees and I don't know. And if you've seen this on my Instagram, I made a video about it, but I sleep on the ground. I start taking a nap on the burp. If you know what a burpee is, you have to like go down into a push-up position, then come up and then jump.
What do you mean you sleep?
I had to put my head on the ground for like 3 seconds because I was so tired. So it looked like I was napping. I was lying down.
Right. I thought you were saying you accidentally fall asleep. I was like,
I mean, I could have. I was that exhausted. But like it literally, people say.
So that's like your pitfall and the thing is you take too long in the burpees.
Yeah, people say count to 3, like 1, 2, 3, then get up. I was like, 1, 2. I was dead. I was like, and then this girl caught up to me and I was coming third. So she'd now overtaken me. And I was like, man, I'm only halfway. If anyone's done Hyrox, burpees is the 4th station. There's 8 stations. So this is a drag. My heart rate's at like 180 at this point. I'm dead. I'm redlining. I'm so done.
What do you want to be in? 150?
Maybe 160, like whatever your threshold is, wherever you can clear the lactate. Maybe at certain stations you'll peak, your heart rate will peak a little bit.
The runs will peak it.
You know, weirdly enough, they shouldn't. That should be where you're like, yes and no, yes and... It's so hard because I don't really know. I'm not a pro. I don't know where...
Not yet.
Not yet. I'm a wannabe.
Depending on where this story's going.
Well, yeah. But I think burpees does spike your heart rate and then running you maintain it, but then the other stations you try to bring it down. I don't know.
So you're racing, you're at the burpee station for Singapore.
And I'm currently now in 3rd or 4th position and I've like lost it. I can't even see the first girl anymore. I'm like, I got to finish strong. Hop on the rower. I'm like, okay, rowing's fine. That's just like use your arms. Run. And then the farmers and the lunges were chill. That was fine for me. And then the wall balls, man, this was so embarrassing. This took me like 7 minutes. It's 100 wall balls. You do a lot of fails. No, basically what happened is I did 20 and then I dropped it and then it was like sets of 5. And like there's a video of me literally falling over because I was seeing stars. I was so exhausted by this point, dehydrated.
And wall balls is the last one, isn't it?
That's the last one. So I think you've been going for like an hour and 20 minutes and now you got to do 100 wall balls.
This is where my slow twitch would kick in.
This is where you would do well. And like people don't understand. Like people ask me, oh, who do you reckon does the best in Hyrox? Endurance athletes, like runners. Like if you can run 10Ks like without stopping.
Just recruiting me into Hyrox.
I'm saying like you'd be surprised because the stations And I see it happening, like runners go in and they struggle with the stations, but you can make up the time. 50% is running, 50% is stations, but the time is 90% running. You're spending more time running. And if you can run fatigued, you're good.
So why'd you come Singapore?
So this is where it gets funny. I finished, and because it's like all the waves start at different time, I knew there were girls in front of me, but I didn't know where I came, like in my age group. So I was like, I think I came like 20th or something. So I was like, okay, cool, like first one done. That was way harder than I thought. Maybe I need to rethink this whole like Hyrox thing. And we don't stick around, we leave because it's like so hot and so humid. We go to dinner and we're sitting at dinner.
Who's we? Let's get specific here.
Me, my mum and I's friends, so like our family friends, and then me and my friend Amanda.
So you got a nice support.
Yeah, I got
crew.
a nice little crew. They were so good. Like they got me through, and there were people that I didn't even know cheering me on. Like it was such a good culture. Like randoms being like, "Go Mia, go Mia." I'm like, okay, cool. So we go to dinner, and then at dinner, my dad calls me, and he's like, "Good job, Moo." Like that's his nickname for me. "Good job, Moo. Like you came third. That's amazing." And I'm sitting there like
third for your age, or
third for my age
nice.
group.
And what age group?
I was
like under
16 to 24.
Cool.
Yeah, so I'm in the younger age group.
So is it 16 to 24 then open, or how's it?
Nah, then it goes. So we're pretty lucky with this whole age group thing. Then it goes 24 to 30.
So if you're 24, which one do you have to be in?
25. It'd go 25 to 30.
Okay.
Then 31 to 35, 36 to 40. It's pretty like spread out. And I'm like, I came third.
Is there an open or is it?
So there's no open, but you can have overall winners. So you can win. So put it this way, I came third in my age group, but I came 97th overall.
Yeah, gotcha.
So like,
but is that guys and girls or just girls?
Just girls. So because Hyrox is more of an endurance event, women that are aged between 25 and 40 are elite. Like that's where you peak. Like I'm pretty sure from what I've read, scientific studies and stuff, your fast twitch, your endurance, that's where they do so well. So I feel bad for the women that are in those age groups.
Prime LeBron was 34.
There you go. So like same thing with like all elite athletes. So I got very lucky and I acknowledge it. Like I came third with a pretty average time. Like I was still happy with the time. Like,
but you've only just started.
Exactly. It was my first race. It was 1 hour, 25 minutes. So I still got the goal that I was set myself for September.
Which was sub 90.
Sub 90, yeah. So I beat it by 5 minutes in humidity and heat. And I didn't have any gels throughout the race. And so
why not?
I just didn't think I needed to. I didn't know anything about it. I didn't think I needed to.
How you should be popping one every 20
30
minutes?
Yeah, exactly. So it was just stupid by me.
Like, do you ever, sorry to sidetrack, do you ever gut bomb accidentally? Like get gut bombed by them?
Like shit yourself?
No, kind of, or throw up or.
I've been pretty lucky. My gut's been pretty good. I don't take too many. Like now when I race, I take 2.
I've gut bombed before when I was in the roto swim on the actual day.
Do you get like
So I was taking like a tailwind.
Seasickness?
Well, I had seasickness. I took like the on Dancertron motion sickness stuff and everything because the waves were so bad.
Yeah.
It's like constantly swimming into head hitting your wave, whatever. Doing that for 4 hours wasn't fun. But then it's like I kept drinking every 20 minutes to 30 minutes.
That's a lot.
Like a little 2. So I bought like the Pop Tart or what's it called? The Pop Tops, the juices.
Oh yeah,
the 200
they're
mils.
They're good.
So I bought 10 of them, emptied all of them, put in like the tailwind carbohydrate electrolyte mix.
That's a hack. Yeah, that's
in
smart.
them, and then filled them up with water. But my concentrations were too high, so I was drinking way more of the mix than water in my stomach. And then with the motion sickness, and then I just gut bombed. And when the race got cancelled and I hopped on the boat, I just yacked everywhere for like 5 minutes.
I don't know if I can recover from that.
Yeah, it was pretty.
I watched this guy's video. He does Hyrox, and he like vomited into the bin halfway through Hyrox, and then just kept going. I was like, that's elite. That's crazy. Anyway, so I'm like on the phone to my dad at dinner. We've left the venue, 3rd place. And I'm sitting there like, I've missed the medal like ceremony and I'm probably never, ever going to get a chance like this ever again because for some reason there was less competition in my age group. I'm so angry. I'm like, what is going on? Like, awesome, I came 3rd.
Why wouldn't you be happy?
No, I was happy, but like I wanted to stand on the podium with the other girls.
Yeah, okay.
You know, like
Did
not
you
to
go
be
back?
shallow. Nah, I didn't because we'd missed it. We were sitting at dinner. So I did go back the next day to get the medal and stand on the podium by myself, which was still really nice of Hyrox to like do. But it wasn't the same like experience, but it doesn't matter. So that was rogue. I never in a million years thought in my first Hyrox would I get a medal. So I was very grateful. But it was a bittersweet experience because only the top 2 qualified for the world champs.
Oh, so you could have qualified for the world champs.
I could have qualified on my debut solo for the world champs.
Oh, what's the time for the world champ?
No time, just place.
Okay.
So I was
then
sitting in second the whole
to
time.
the one that just happened.
No, fast track to the next day. Me and my friend Amanda did the doubles. So to put in perspective, 2 months before I went to...
Were you not tired from the day before?
I don't know. I was tired the next day, that's for sure. But I think I was on adrenaline. I was like ready to do the doubles with Amanda, who I just met the month before at this fitness retreat called Workout Weekenders. And I'd met this girl called Amanda. We're of similar ability. And she texted me literally like 3 weeks before I'm supposed to be going to Singapore for my solo race. She goes, hey, this is so random, but if I book flights to Singapore, will you do the duo with me? And I was like, yeah, twist my arm, like YOLO, that'll be so fun. Like literally the most last minute thing ever. She flies in and the next day it's like, all right, this is our turn to do the doubles. We go, again, no expectations. We've raced once together in like a fun little race and we win. We win our age group. We get the gold. We qualify for the Worlds. So that was wild.
When's the Worlds?
In June in Sweden.
Next year?
Next year.
Are you going?
Hell yeah. We got the email and we're like, yeah, we're going.
For duos?
For duo. Yeah.
And because it's a Singapore event, the competition was less then, or?
So I'm still trying to figure it out, but it was an open championships. And up until literally this year, World Champs for Hyrox was open and pro. But now because of the hype and the competition.
Oh, so it's open, but it's Worlds.
So
I would have thought the top one would have the Worlds, the pro.
They've changed it now. So now I think maybe they started it this year or they're starting it next year. It's only pro weight.
So you got to do pro.
So we got to do pro. So we qualified in open.
That's kind of good because you're competing against the best then.
Exactly. So we qualified in open. So we got really lucky. We found a loophole without even realizing there was a loophole. Like we didn't think we could qualify for Worlds because we knew it was pro only. So we were like, oh, we won, but we can't go anywhere with this. And to put it in perspective, we came 7th overall. So it was competitive time. It wasn't like we won our age group and then came 90th like in my solo.
Nice.
It was like a solid time.
Yeah.
But knowing that we qualified for Worlds, it was a whole new level because doing the pro weight adds up. Like it's...
So did you do pro at the one that just passed?
So then fast forward to Perth Hyrox.
Which was a few weeks ago?
Which was literally, a month ago now. And I was still going to do the open solo. But then delusionally, I was like a month out. I was like, nah, I could so do pro solo. I'm so ready for that. I was not ready for that. Again, got a bit of deja vu.
But if you did the open and did well, you wouldn't have been able to qualify anyways now because it's pro only.
Exactly. But I would have just done it for like a flag because I don't have a flag. That's the like bittersweet thing. I got a medal, which obviously so sick, so grateful. Got a bronze and a gold. But
the one that just passed?
No, in Singapore.
Okay.
But because it was a championship, you get medals and not flags.
What's the difference?
A flag is like a 1 by 2 meter like flag that says like first, second or third. I know it sounds...
It's a medal.
I know, but it's like Hyrox is known for the flags.
Okay.
Anyway, it's something weird about it, but I want to get a flag.
Okay.
But the competition is hard. It's really hard. So
it's trending.
It's trending, so I'm sure it'll die down eventually, but I don't think it's going to die down anytime soon. But... yeah, decided that I was going to do the pro solo at Perth with home crowd, like mum and dad were coming. And to like rewind a little bit, I was fortunate enough to get my ticket with Puma.
Nice.
So they slid into my DMs and...
No way.
I know, I was mind blown.
I was going to ask how you got that.
Should I just talk about it now then? I feel like I'm just like talking a lot and you're not really asking, but I'm just... I'm asking... the
Mia,
questions that I knew.
What is the point of a podcast? What's the point of a podcast?
I know, it's just a conversation. I know.
It's just to talk. There's nothing, you're not, it's no right or wrong.
Okay. So
I'm invested in this story.
I'm glad. I think it was March now, before I'd even competed in Hyrox, before I'd even set foot on a Hyrox stage, you could say, I bought these new shoes that were Puma shoes because I was like, I need to invest in some good Hyrox shoes. And I got my friend who's a videographer to film, I paid him to film a reel of me, an edit pretty much.
How much did you pay him?
Paid him I'm not going to lie, I think it was like $500.
What?
But I got all the raw footage and he made 3 cool videos.
Only 3. You should have just done it in the Philippines for like $10.
He was also a mate of mine, so I was like, I'm happy to invest in your... Look, it's because of him that I got this.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I take that back. Whoever you are, great work.
Yeah, his name's JR. He's a cool guy.
Great work, JR.
And then made this reel, tagged Puma obviously because I was wearing their shoes, and he like zoomed up a lot on the shoes. And then a day later, I get a notification being like, Puma liked your video. I was mind blown.
Hell yeah.
I literally fell off my chair. I was like, what? Like, what do you mean? Then a couple of hours later, Puma started following you. What? Like this is Puma Australia, keep in mind, but still pretty cool. And then they DM me the next day and they're like, hey Mia, like, because I've tagged them a few times in my stories and stuff. We like that you're incorporating like the Puma shoes into your training for Hyrox. Would you be interested in, are you going to race in Perth for the Hyrox there? And if so, would you like to wear Puma gear and train in it and compete in it? Yeah. Who's going to say no to that? I was like, absolutely I would.
So they just send you stuff for free?
Yep. So they
Do
were
they
like,
pay you as well?
Nah, so it's not, I wouldn't say it's like a full sponsorship. I'm not getting paid, but I got 2 pairs of shoes that were worth $300 each. I got a pair of shorts and a top that was like $50 each.
Running gear is expensive.
Expensive. It adds up. It adds up. And then they paid for my tickets to compete at Perth as well.
No way. And they're going to pay for your world champs next year?
Not yet. That hasn't been.
If you're going to world champs,
one can hope.
They want to sponsor you. Like they're going to help you fly you
We
out.
can pray. We can pray. But I got to be good.
Is there any Hyrox between now and next year's world champs?
So there's Melbourne in December and that's a major.
And you're going to get your first pro flag?
No, I don't think I'm going to compete in pro there. I've been a bit scared now.
Oh, really? You just want to flag in the open first?
Yeah, I think I need to stick to the open. I think I just need to be realistic.
But don't you want to qualify for singles as well?
Look, ideally, I would love to go to Sweden with a single and a double, but it's going to be hard. Like, I'd have to go somewhere where there's less competition. And I don't know.
Where are there all the comps? Like,
they're pretty much everywhere, but in Australia.
And every time there's a comp, there's a chance to qualify.
Yeah, pretty much every comp will have the first 2 qualifying, and then depending on how big the comp is, they might bring it up to 3 or 4 positions.
Cool.
So if you got if you got hundreds and hundreds of people, they'll have more qualifying spots. If there's like 50 people, there'll only be 1 or 2.
Yeah, okay.
So that's how I got like pretty lucky in Singapore because there was like less people.
I'm with you. I'm following you.
So anyway, before I did the pro, that was my goal, was to qualify. A bit ambitious, a bit silly, but I did the Perth one and I got humbled pretty much. I went out way too hot.
On the pro?
Yeah, on the pro, and then didn't consider how much the build-up of the pro weights would add to the fatigue. Because I was thinking I'm pretty strong. The weights shouldn't be a big thing, but it's running after the weights that let me down. And before doing my race, I let the chat get in my head. People were complaining about the sled push. So there's a bit of controversy. In the Worlds this year, the carpet, they use new carpet and some parts of the carpet has more friction than other parts of the carpet. So think about pushing a sled. The carpet has more friction, you're pushing harder than a carpet that has less friction. You with me? So if you get a bad lane, you're going to fatigue yourself and your legs are going to be cooked.
Bad lane, is the carpet different lane to lane?
So there's about 20 lanes. Think about a track, 100-meter track.
Yeah.
You get given a lane as you run in.
Do you know which lanes are better though?
The outside ones, this is my theory. There's like air bubbles under the turf, and in the middle, the air bubbles don't have anywhere to go, but on the outside at the ends, they can get flushed out. This is my theory. I have no idea if this is legit.
So the end ones are the good ones?
The end ones are the good ones. And I remember running in. I was coming like in the middle of my heat.
Is it they make you go to whatever?
Yeah, there's judges, and to keep it smooth, they just like direct you to the end and they just fill it up.
So if you were first, you'd get
the end ones, or you're
winning.
Last. If you're last, you're winning as well. But it depends how big your heat is. I was last in my heat, but there was only 20 of us in the heat, and there's 40 lanes.
Is it max? What's the max per heat?
Normally there's more, but I think we just had a small heat. I think
because
could you
cap out on the lanes though, and then people have to wait?
Nah, they keep it less. So there's less people than the lanes. So they have
Makes
and
sense.
Also the thing with the rolling starts is some people would still be going in the heats before. So I come in pretty much like last in my heat and I get put right in the middle. And in my head already, I'm like, I'm done. Like I'd heard the chat, but I'm like thinking, nah, it's fine. I've got strong legs. It can't hurt me.
Was the carpet?
That was cooked.
Was it bad carpet?
Put it this way, in the open, and the weight in the open is 100 kilos to push. In the pro, it's 150. So you're going to be slower regardless. But in Sydney, I did the push in 2 minutes. In the Perth one, I did it in 6 minutes. Like, that's ridiculous. It shouldn't be that slow in the pro. The difference shouldn't have been that big. Anyway, so then after that, in my head, I was like, I'm done. I couldn't recover, trying to run after that and then pull the sled. And as I said, I don't have a background in endurance. I don't have a background in mentally pushing through. So it was done. I mentally couldn't get myself out of that hole. Like some people could get a bad lane and then they just kept going and they did fine. But for some reason I just couldn't, and it was just a slodge. the rest of the race. And I was so fortunate that I had mum and dad there, and about, I think 6 or 7 of my friends came down and they were cheering me on, pushing me through. If they weren't there, I would have quit. I would have walked off.
Yeah, right.
But I'm not really a quitter. Like when I start something, I'll finish it no matter how hard it is. But that tested me. I don't think I've ever been tested like that.
Okay,
before.
so overall wasn't a great time, but you were just happy to have done the pro?
Yeah, look, I was happy to finish it, and it wasn't the race that I'd wanted. I didn't execute it how I wanted it to. I knew it was going to hurt, but yeah, it wasn't what I wanted. And everyone has bad races, but yeah, I ended up doing it in 1 hour and 35, and I'd had a goal of 1 hour 20. So I was way off.
But it's pro as well.
It's pro, but I didn't think it was going to be that hard. But again, you have to give yourself mercy.
You're looking to go faster into pro than what you did in open.
Yeah, so it was a bit delusional from the start.
Yeah, okay. So what are you trying to get with Melbourne coming up in December?
So with Melbourne coming up, Puma has said they'll get my tickets again. So if they do get that, they tend to take a little while to give you the tickets. So when they do give my tickets, I will do the pro doubles with Amanda. So our goal is to get a competitive time there, because obviously we'll do the pros, which is what we'll do in the Worlds.
Yeah.
So how we go in Melbourne will be a real good indicator of what we're looking at for the Worlds. And Melbourne's also a major. They have 4 majors.
What's training with Amanda like?
We haven't been training a lot recently because she's been training for the half marathon tomorrow, but it's super fun. I love training with her. Like, we're just a really good team. We have a similar running.
How does Hyrox work with teams?
So when you do a doubles, you run together and you split the stations.
Like when you say split the stations, you do half of the station.
It's however
each?
you like. So it's so interesting. Watch the mixed doubles. They'll get like a girl that's super fast and a guy that's obviously super fast and jacked, and he'll take like 80% of the station and the girl will do like 20% and then just catch up with the guy.
So what's the point?
The point is you can work on like your strengths. Like you can lean into like advantages.
But what's the point of the guy doing the mixed double?
Okay, so if you do a mixed double, it's like anyone can do however much of the station you want. It could be the same with girls doubles. Like say if one of us was like hella fit and didn't get fatigued off the sled push, I could do all the sled push and
so
all
you can
Amanda
play
had
your strengths on the stations.
Exactly.
I was going to say, if one partner's just doing so much better in every station, why wouldn't they just do it without the other person?
Exactly. So like say they could just do a solo as well, but it means they can get a really good time.
So you don't have to do the sled push with Amanda, then she can do more of that one for you.
If I wanted to really do that to her, I could, but I won't. So we play to our strengths in Singapore. At that time, Amanda was a better runner than me. So she would finish every station. So she'd go into the runs fatigued. So I would come in off the run, I would start the station and she would finish the station. And it worked really well.
Because she can just catch up in the run.
Exactly. Well, I'd have to wait for her, but it meant that she was running on fatigued legs, but I wasn't.
Yeah.
So you can play to your strengths. So
then you're fresh to start.
Exactly. There's all tactics. The doubles is all tactics and like playing to your strengths. So Melbourne will be good. I'm excited to see what we can do in the pros, because she also did the pro solo at Perth and she smashed it. She did it in 1 hour 19. So she's a weapon. She's a weapon. So I have good faith that we.
This all started with just doing the 4K tomorrow.
I know. How do we do this whole 180?
So LSKD sponsorship.
Mate, that would be unreal.
I thought you already, is it on your bio? Aren't you LSKD and Puma, or is it just Puma?
No, I'm not LSKD.
Because LSKD is a weird one because they sponsor unprofessional athletes. Like I reached out to them when my pod was popping off a month ago when I had Merendino on.
Sick.
Like I had 1.2 million views in a month from a bunch of his clips. So then I reached out to LSKD.
Am I going to get famous now?
I reached out to LSKD and I was just like, I will run a 101 mile ultra marathon wearing your running gear if you sponsor my podcast.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this sounds great. We'll send it to the team. And then they just never got back to me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn, you need to follow up. If you want something, you got to get after it.
But I looked through their requirements. You need 1,000 followers. And I've only got 850.
Yes, I have 1,000 followers.
But you're a professional athlete, so.
I'm not really.
I'd rather Puma than LSKD.
Yeah. I was pretty stoked with Puma. But yeah, so we're going to Melbourne and the pro doubles is on Saturday and there's the open solos are on Thursday and Sunday. So I would like to do an open solo Thursday or Sunday.
Is it 2 different days?
Yeah, so it's from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, because it's a major. So a major basically happens 4 times a year, and that's where like you might have heard Elite 15.
So when they're taking top placements though, would they then compare the Thursdays opens to the Sundays opens?
Yeah, you don't have the ceremony until Sunday.
So you could do really well on Thursday but have to wait till Sunday to know if you did well.
Exactly.
So just do Sunday.
but Sunday's the day after the doubles.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's where I'm thinking. I'm like, do I do Thursday?
This is very tactical.
Exactly. So I'm like, it's all going to depend what ticket Puma gives me.
Are you happy?
What do you mean?
In general?
Life?
Yeah.
I'm so happy.
Well, it seems like you found your thing.
I've definitely found my thing, which is kind of funny because it's an endurance thing. As I said from the start, I'm fast twitch, so we'll see. But that's why I'm excited about tomorrow because it's a 4K.
And you want to do
which is more fast twitch in my opinion. It's still slow twitch, like it's still 4Ks, but you can lean into your sprint ability a bit more, I think.
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
It's going to be tough.
That's brutal.
It's going to be hard. That's a long way.
Fast 4K is brutal.
Yeah. So that's kind of why I'm doing it because it would lead up to Melbourne. I didn't want to do a half.
So how frequently are you training now?
I can tell you my whole
do it.
My whole training plan. So Monday is a rest day because
okay, sidetrack. But I was going to ask, what's your thought on rest days? Do you think of active recovery or doing nothing? What's the best approach? Best approach?
Honestly, I think it's so dependent on the athlete. It depends because sometimes on Mondays, I'm like, I have no energy to do anything. I don't want to do anything. I just want a full rest day. Sometimes I'm like a walk. I could go for a walk, but I'm very adamant that I don't want to go above zone 2 in my rest day. So a rest day is a rest day for me because to hit my other trainings at the intensity that I need to hit them, I can't go into them fatigued.
You don't want to stress the central nervous system.
Exactly. And they say you only train as hard as you recover.
But like for endurance, you do 80% zone 2.
Yeah.
But I guess this is a bit...
But with Hyrox, when I do the 20%, it's pretty intense. So yeah, normally I'll go for a walk on a Monday because I'm also the kind of person that can't sleep if I don't exercise. I don't know if I get restless legs when I sleep. It's probably like a bit of ADHD, I don't know. But when I'm trying to go to sleep and I've done absolutely nothing that day, I won't sleep.
Fair enough.
So I've got to go for a walk or...
So Monday's rest day.
So Monday's rest day and then like active recovery, do something like go in the pool or go to rec lab.
Play tennis.
Yeah, I used to play tennis actually. That was fun. I haven't played in a while, but...
Rec lab with
rec
Pete?
lab. With
Pete's
what?
the owner?
Is it? Is he? Okay. I didn't know his name was Pete, not going to lie. Sorry.
I went there on the day before it opened. I got invited.
Oh, that's sick.
Like not through Pete, through someone else that was going that invited me.
It's a cool place.
Yeah.
I love it.
I don't know. I'm a melt saunas guy in Subi. I like melt.
See, I'm just too stingy. I can't justify going too often.
You got to do the membership so you can go every day. It's the best way to do it.
I think I do. But I also have a pool at home.
Well, watch this space. A sponsorship may be on the rise with Melt Saunas and you could be able to potentially get a discount code to go to Melt Saunas in Subiaco.
Can't cheat on Rec Lab.
But it's next to where you work out, Subi.
That's true. Ooh, that's tempting.
Melt's a community.
Watch out. Yeah.
We like
my
Melt
friends.
Saunas.
A lot of my friend goes to Alchemy.
Alchemy's good.
Yeah.
But Melt's a community.
Melt. Oh, okay. We'll have to try.
Watch this space.
You can't judge unless you try, so I'll have to try.
The saunas there, they're nicer. They're nicer saunas. And you get free coffee, free drink, free sparkling water.
Oh, I did go for a sparkling water.
They do free not free parties, but they do parties on Sunday mornings, 8 to 10. Get a DJ decks out. I always go straight afterwards so then the ice bath's warmed up a little bit by other people. But
I'm going to lie, those ice baths are hard. I struggle with them. Anyway, so that's Monday. And then Tuesday will be AM. So in the morning of Tuesday will be like a Hyrox specific threshold. So when you're talking threshold, zone 4, 30 minutes roughly of like all the stations without too much running. So it'll be wall balls, burpees, lunges.
Straight into it.
And normally I'll do like an EMOM. So if you don't know what an EMOM is, it's every minute on the minute. I didn't know what this meant until I went to different because a lot of gyms use it. But every minute on the minute for 30 minutes, I'll do like 10 burpees or something or like 20 wall balls. And then you get rest with whatever's left in that minute.
Yeah.
So I break up my 30 minutes at the moment into 3 sets of 10 minutes. And I'll start with a ski or a row and then I'll go into a burpee and then I'll always finish with a wall ball. Because with wall balls, you're never doing it not fatigued in a race. It's always fatigued. So. And
you have a coach helping you with all this?
Yeah. So currently I've got like 2 coaches that like work alongside each other. I've got Dan, who's the owner of Different. So Dan and Grace are the co-owners and Dan has a lot of strength-based background. He's really knowledgeable. Give him a shameless plug there, but he does my strength stuff. So like when I go to the gym and work out and when I do Hyrox stuff, he'll help me with that. But then I have Luke Burrows from Ogging for my running.
Okay.
Have you heard of Ogging?
Nope.
Oh man, it's like such a good running squad. They started as a triathlon squad.
I just run by myself, no headphones.
Real?
I just have.
You okay?
No.
Are you happy? Are you happy?
Yes.
I can't do that.
I have to.
I can probably run by myself
It's
once
the
a week.
only way to conquer the demons.
You sound like Dan. Dan did his marathon without headphones.
I did a marathon this year.
Without headphones?
By myself at 3:30 in the morning on a Monday.
That's crazy.
I just put on my gels and drinks at the bottom of a park and just did some laps.
How many laps was that?
I was doing Lake Munga, Britannia Reserve, but then because it was too early, I didn't realise the lights would be off and the sprinklers were on. So after the first lap, I just got soaked and I was like, I'm going to wait till it gets a bit lighter. So I did like the train line bike path on Lake Munga and then finished with 8 laps of Britannia, which is 1.6 Ks.
You really are endurance based.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I did that and then I didn't load for it or train for it. So then I got a bunch of injuries following it. Like I had ITBS in my knee.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever that is, iliotibial band syndrome.
Yes, I should know what that is, but I don't.
And it just sucks. It's like your glute on one side isn't good, so then it gets a deficiency and then it tightens down your IT band and then it feels like a stabbing pain when it connects to your knee.
Oh,
and
yeah, that's not it.
That took a few months to get through. So like I'm kind of like in a weird phase right now. And I've just had a major nose surgery as well.
Yeah, you mentioned that. What was that for?
I had a really crooked septum and all the cartilage was on the wrong side because when I was a kid, I was running through a church and I split my face open in a church pew. So much going on in this conversation. But
sidetracked so much.
So
but that's hilarious.
Tuesday PM.
So yeah, that's Tuesday AM. Tuesday PM will be running thresholds. So purely running. It'll look something like 4 or 5 sets of 4 or 5 minutes at threshold with like a 1 minute jog recovery in between. So nothing too crazy, but you're pushing, you're sweating, it's a little hard. If you don't eat before, you're going to struggle. So the biggest thing I've learned with this whole training thing is how to fuel. Yeah. You got to eat.
Actually, in my list of topics, I was going to ask about nutrition's in there, but we got to get through this week. We got to get through this week.
So that's Tuesday PM. So that'll be a double session. And then Wednesday will be an easy run. So 30 minutes, nice and slow, nothing above zone 3. And then a full body workout in the afternoon. Because with Hyrox, people often neglect you need strength as well. Yeah. So I've got to do my full body workout. And also I don't want to be too skinny. Like I like to be still strong as well. I don't want to just have a pure running aesthetic. I want to be strong as well.
Bodybuilder in you.
Yeah, exactly. It's annoying, but.
Why is it annoying?
Well, because I feel like if I didn't really care too much, I'd probably just.
Be leaner.
Yeah. I do want to be a bit leaner because I think you do better in Hyrox the lighter you are.
Whatever makes you happy.
Exactly. Obviously, everything in moderation.
Whatever's healthy and makes you happy.
Well, obviously, it's going to be healthy. Like, I'm happy with where I am now, but if I can perform better, I know running is easier when you're lighter. Everyone knows that, but to an extent, obviously. So that's Wednesday. Then Thursday is pretty much the same as Tuesday. So AM Hyrox thresholds, but it will be something different this time.
It's interesting that you do the weights in the morning and the cardio in the evening. Because the science is the other way around.
Is it?
Yeah, you're more performance-based in the evening, like for weights, and you're better at doing cardio in the morning.
I didn't really get a choice because this is when Ogging squad trains, so I kind of just do it around them. I think Burrows would not be happy if I told him that I'm not coming down on Thursday.
Yeah. No, you got to do what you got to do.
Can't disappoint the coach, you know. So then, but Thursdays will be at the track, so at the stadium, and that'll be faster. So it'll be like 400s, 800s, but still thresholds, so nothing redlining. Nothing in what I do is redlining except if it's like power-based stuff or a Hyrox simulation, which I'll get to. And then Friday's more cross-training, bit lighter. It's just...
Bit of tennis.
Yeah, a bit of tennis. No, I don't do tennis. I feel like I'd roll my ankle. I feel like that's too high.
Depends how...
into it you get.
Well, you probably couldn't do tennis because you're... Fine, because
you know what? Weirdly enough, she said I could do tennis. I'm like, you're messing with me, woman. Like, what?
Sounds like you need a new.
She said I could do tennis
physio.
or cricket, which are both
is a sports
I used to do.
Physio?
She's like a specialist, a physio in like scoliosis. But that's what I said. It was controversial because I know people that do like CrossFit with scoliosis.
Yeah, okay.
So take it as you want.
Might need a second opinion.
Might do, but I'm at that point where I'm too far in now. It doesn't really matter. So then Friday will be like 30 minutes on the bike, just nice and easy, and then maybe a full body workout if I can be bothered. Like it really depends how I'm feeling. Because then Saturday will be an hour and a half at different. It's like a Hyrox simulation. So
that's
running,
good. That's cool.
That's good because you need to know how to work in your threshold for more than an hour. I think a lot of gyms make the mistake of doing classes of 45 minutes. You're not emulating.
It's just because people are busy.
Yeah, I get it. But if you want to do well in Hyrox, you need to to be working for like an hour and a half.
Would this be the goal, to be just a full-time athlete then?
You know, that's never been a dream of mine. Never. Like, it's never crossed my mind to be like a fully sponsored athlete.
Do you just want to be a teacher then, or?
No, I want to be a psychologist. Like,
yeah, right.
Yeah. So like obviously in school.
So you're still doing a psychology degree on top of all of this?
Yeah, I'm still studying and working. It's a lot. It's full on.
At UWA as well?
This is at Monash. So this is online. It's
I've
really
got a mate
good.
that's doing
Really?
that. He's doing his thesis right now.
In psych?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On
awesome.
the breadth of damage of social media on people.
That would be. Tell him he needs to email that to me. I'd so read that.
I'm going to get him to come
That's
on and
sick.
talk about it when
Dude,
it's done.
I'm going to listen
I
to
think
that.
it's nearly done now. He's going to finish it this year.
Well,
He's been on the podcast before as well.
that's cool.
Ages ago, but early days.
That'd be such a cool thesis. I should ask him what it's like at Monash because I'm deciding where I do my honours.
He's been doing Monash online because he's in Perth.
Yeah. Well, I'm just like, I should ask him if it's worth doing an honours online because I feel like I want to be in person for that. But
Yeah.
anyway, so I'm doing psych, which, to like give you a backstory, in psychology you have to do a bachelor's and then an honours and then a master's if you want to be fully qualified.
And it's expensive, super expensive.
That's going to rack up my HECS debt for sure. But basically they've got to a point about 20 years ago where they acknowledge that people shouldn't have to go back to square one if they already have a degree in something else, whether it's law, medicine, teaching, sport, whatever. So you can do, it's called like a bridging course, but it's not, it's a postgraduate diploma in psychology. So I just have to do a year and a half instead of a 3-year undergrad.
And then you can go straight to the
And then
honours.
I can go straight to the honours. So that's what I'm doing right now.
Cool.
And I'll finish that in June next year.
Because it's pretty competitive as well, from what
Yeah.
I've heard, is like
It's very-
it really gets narrowed down from
Yeah.
the amount of people that start to the people that get the masters.
Yeah. You have to really want it and be
You've got to be
interested in it.
competitive.
Yeah, exactly. So
Almost like a
I want
Hyrox
to do a
World
study.
Champion.
Yeah, in like endurance athletes and uni, you know, who gets the best grades.
We'd be
endurance
in
athletes or,
the athletes program.
that's what I mean. In uni, I wasn't serious. Like there's a athlete development program at UWA.
Yeah.
I was never in that. I think I was in tier 3. I was in the bottom tier.
I was in there.
Were you in that?
Yeah, for a semester.
Yeah, big dog. You're the big dog here.
No,
Who's the athlete, not me?
I was a low tier.
Yeah,
as
I was
well.
very low because I went to uni nationals, so they put me in that. But that's what I mean. Growing up, that was never a dream of mine because I could never get past the national level. If I can't get past the national level, how am I going to go to the international level? So I kind of just was like, I don't want to do that. And it's a lot to sacrifice. And for anyone that's listening to this that has known me throughout my uni time, I was a very different person in uni. I was a party animal.
No way.
I was a full-time
I don't
athlete.
believe it.
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, it's crazy. Hey, like if you look at my account now, you would never, ever have guessed it. But I always joke that I would spend Wednesday to Sunday out.
How do you pivot?
It's because I'm just...
Why'd you pivot? That's probably
I used to say as a joke to my sister, because my sister's obviously in America on a scholarship. She's an athlete.
For what sport?
Track and field.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So 1500 cross country. And growing up, she'd always wanted to do stuff with me. But I was like, no, I'm not that cool. Like I'm committed to this party life now. And she'd say, you could do so well in sport if you committed like you did clubbing. Like I was like, I'm a full-time athlete in
Well,
the
you're
club.
like a Magnet House on a Wednesday person.
No, I was like, I'll tell you, on Wednesday it was Cap-S.
Captain
I lived
Sterling.
down the road. Like it was hard not
Yeah,
to.
but then isn't there the party bus from Captain
yeah,
Sterling
I
to
wouldn't
Magnet?
do that. I wasn't that committed.
I've done that once
Real.
when I was like 18.
Yeah.
Had to do it.
Yeah, I think I'd done it once as well, but that was it. I was like, this is rogue.
Only once, yeah.
You see some characters there.
Magnet on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
I've been a Magnet on a Wednesday once. I'm
That's
never
it.
going back.
Never again. And then Thursday was the Av, obviously. You know it's closed now.
Yeah, I'd heard.
I saw in the newspaper, I cried. I was like, oh man, so many memories there.
Not Av, no.
No, Av's terrible, but
HJ's next to Av
Yeah.
at the same time. Yes.
Yeah.
Av, no. HJ's like $3 chicken royales after Av.
that's where you're at. That's what you went there for. And then Friday was like Frio, Saturday was the city,
And
Sunday was
back to
CBH.
Av.
No,
Oh,
CBH or OBH.
Into Av.
Into Av, obviously. And then Monday, Tuesday was day off.
No, you should have got a lookout.
Facts. But yeah, so like I've never had that mindset that being an athlete as a career would be something.
Do you go out at all now?
It's so funny. Like, no, when I commit to something,
I see that.
I commit 100%. Like, and my friends always joke about it, but when I did bodybuilding, I had to bring Tupperware to go out to dinner. Yeah, it was that extreme. I wouldn't drink. I didn't drink for like 6 months. I was so committed. I've never had that much. Like I talk about it now, I don't think, if you're listening to this and you're a girl and you're thinking about doing bodybuilding, please don't do some research before you do it because there's so many bad mental and physical side effects of it that it's just not worth it. I'm a big, big believer that anything a guy can do, a girl can do as well. But bodybuilding, you boys can have it. We don't need to do that because eating disorders for one, like it just was so intense. And then you lose your period. You lose like what a female should do normally. You're purposely losing it. And then after, you put on so much weight after and it's just so mentally stuffs you up. So when I committed to bodybuilding.
Can I clip that? That's a great clip.
Of course, you can.
Hell
That's what I
yeah.
mean. Like I'm genuinely serious about it and like I want to use my account to spread awareness about it because it's so important. And I think we're in a day and age where on social media, everything's glamorized. And I think bodybuilding for females is glamorized. It's like, are you lost? Do you need a goal? Do bodybuilding. Then you can have something to work towards. No. Why
Do Hyrox.
Do Hyrox. Do anything. Do a photo shoot. I don't know. Do not pick bodybuilding. It plays on too many things that are too important in a female's life. You shouldn't be losing your period. You shouldn't be fluctuating in weight. I lost 10 kilos over 3 months and then I put it back on in 3 weeks. That's not normal.
I've been a lot of cookies.
Yeah, and I still can't look at food the same. And it's been like 2 years.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Thanks. But I'm grateful that I have never grown up with an eating disorder or anything like. I've had a very, very good relationship with food and sport. I know that food is there to fuel you and not there as like a reward or whatever. But I know girls, that's not the case for some other people. So I really stand by, bodybuilding can stay for the males.
I don't want to do it either, so.
Fair enough. I think that's a good choice as well. I just think it's very self-obsessed. I think you go and stand on a stage and you get people to look at you and clap for you for something that could have been, you could go and run 100 meters. You could go, you know what I mean? I just think bodybuilding, and I'm not trying to discredit it.
Nah, fuck body.
Honestly though, like the work they put in, sure, but I just think it's not a sport.
I love your C-bum, but it ain't it.
It ain't it. I'm sorry, I'm just going to say it what it is, and I can say that because I've done it.
So do you drink now then at all? Or?
So now I'm trying to find a balance. I think when I first started Hyrox, I was very into it. I didn't really drink, maybe drink on the weekend, like a couple of drinks on the weekend. If there was a reason for it, someone's birthday, I would drink. But I don't miss being hungover. I don't miss that. And I don't miss spending so much money on an Uber. So what I'll do is I'll just drive.
Once you realise you can have a good time without it.
Exactly. You don't need to drink. I think I'm a big believer you can have fun without drinking. And I'm also like, I like to be in control. With all this training, I get so tired. So by the time the weekend comes around, gets to 10 p.m, I want to go home. I don't want to spend money on an Uber. I'd rather just take myself in my car and drive home. So to answer your question, I drink, but within reason. I think moderation is important. To go cold turkey for me, be fine, but I just think I'm too much of a social butterfly. And I think I was saying this to my friends before, I don't want to sacrifice one part of me for another part of me. I'm not just an athlete, but I'm not just a party animal.
You're a person.
I'm a person. I'm Mia. I have different parts of me and they can all play a part at the same time. It doesn't have to be 100% in one and 0% in the other. Also study psychology. I'm also a teacher. So that was a big sidetrack.
That's a pretty hectic work week.
Yeah, so trying to train.
And study and work relief part-time.
Yeah, and then I got to do my long run on Sunday.
Ooh.
But that's why it's Sunday, because I don't really do too much on a Sunday, which is why I don't go out too much on Saturday, because trying to do an hour long run when you're hungover just ain't it.
How do you go with peaking and then training load periods and stuff? Because Hyrox, you'd obviously want to be peaking at the competitions, but if they're so sporadic, how do you do that?
I think I'm still learning because I'm still new. I've only been in this sport for like 8 months. But for me, it's all about fueling. So as I said, when I first did the Hyrox, I didn't use gels, which was silly. So now I have a gel 5 minutes before, so like in the warm-up, and then 30 minutes into it. So pretty much after the burpees, because I'm not going to have a gel before the burpees.
I guess because of all the sports psychology, sports science.
Yeah, I'm pretty lucky that I have the background in sports science, so I can kind of teach myself in a way. But in saying that, it's good to be held accountable. Even I, with the knowledge I have, don't follow it because I'm human.
Fair enough.
I need someone to be like, no, you probably should eat more, or you probably should eat this, you know?
So what are your go-tos in terms of nutrition now?
I love for breakfast, like my go-to breakfast before I work out or before I race is 2 pieces of toast, peanut butter, honey, and then chopped up banana on top.
Is it sourdough?
If I have the luxury of sourdough, yes, but normally it's just sliced toast.
It's a great place in Mount Claremont, Irish Village Bakery. They do a really nice great white sourdough.
I have to try.
Used to always get it.
Yeah, okay, because, white bread's the best for carbs. That's where it's at. But yeah, I reckon that's my go-to breakfast. And then my go-to like carb load the night before, pesto pasta. Yeah, pesto chicken veggie pasta. That's my go.
Nice.
Yeah.
In terms of like food groups you're hitting though, like a lot of protein.
You know, from after bodybuilding, I was pretty scarred off the protein powder because I was eating that stuff twice a day for 5 months straight. I am on the creatine because I'm aware of the studies. I think if you're not on creatine and you want to build muscle,
just
get on creatine.
Mentally as well, all the stuff.
Yeah, mentally as well,
right?
right? Like there's just no reason why you shouldn't be on creatine. Like,
is it creatine? I thought it was creatine.
I probably say it wrong.
No,
I also say Puma and it's Puma, so.
Puma sounds cooler.
Puma instead of, look, I don't know, creatine. Maybe it is creatine.
Puma. Creatine.
I say a lot of things wrong. My friends always make fun of me when I say almost. Almost.
Are you Irish? What's your...
I just have a weird accent when I say some
Sicilian
words.
uncle?
I'm American. I was born in America.
Were you actually?
Oh, we shouldn't say that actually.
Why not?
Kind of embarrassing right now. Yes. Nah, it's America. Who cares?
Who cares?
I was born in Houston.
That's a cool place.
Houston, Texas, yeah.
There's not much tax there either.
I don't know. Is there not?
No.
Okay, cool.
One of the better places to live tax-wise.
There you go. The more you know.
I had a person on recently who's just done his, become a resident for Dubai so that he doesn't have to pay any tax because he's got an online business. Is that why
everyone's moving to Dubai?
Hell yeah.
Oh.
So now he only has to go to Dubai once every 6 months. He pays zero tax, but the caveat is you can only be in Australia 6 months of the year. But that's a nice problem to have because you just go to Europe. In the winter. Just go to Europe.
Wait a damn minute. I think I need to do this. That's a hack.
But you got to have some sort of business that doesn't need to be based here. So he's got an
online business.
He does online digital products, so then he can base it in Dubai.
I need to up my influencing game.
Personal brand, you literally could base it out of Dubai and become a resident.
Yeah. I want to be a sports psych, so maybe I'll.
There's some pretty good sports psych.
Yeah, maybe I could
jobs
go there.
Yeah. There's pretty good psych jobs.
There's very good psych jobs,
especially with schools and stuff, and they're very lucrative.
Yeah,
very lucrative.
Very. Why do you think I'm kidding? I do it because I'm passionate about it.
Nutrition. What's your favorite post-workout snack?
It's weird. When I run or work out, I'm not necessarily hungry. I'm more thirsty. So I'm a Rockabilly's protein shake girl. As basic as it gets, chocolate. That's my go-to. But other than that, I do love a Yochi. Kind of random.
I live next to the one in Leederville.
Yeah.
It's always so packed.
I would never line up for that. Never understand when people line up for that.
It's actually what's it called? Illusion, because they start the line at the door. It's an illusion. They know what they're doing. We learned about that in psychology. They know what they're doing.
Yeah. It's all to make something seem better than it is.
And then they put all the heaviest stuff at the end, and they what?
It's all playing in your brain. It's actually a rip-off, honestly. I'd rather just make my own Yochi bowl at home.
Slay.
Yeah, that's what I do now. But my go-to post-workout food, honestly.
Eggs, boiled eggs.
Really?
So good.
On something or just by itself?
It's just economical and a superfood. Trust me, it's good.
Anyone that eats boiled eggs by themselves, there's something wrong with you, man. What? I think you're really cool, but that's just made me think otherwise.
It's so good.
Yeah, so many people say that, but I'm like, the texture and the taste.
Yeah, but like,
if you're just doing it for protein.
Nutrition, protein, easy meal, you can cook 10 at a time and chuck them in the fridge. And then
you're not eating 10 in one go though, are you?
No, I have like 3 for lunch or something.
I was going to say, that's rogue.
I'll have me for lunch and people make fun of me here.
Yeah, because it probably smells up the whole place.
No, because you leave it in the shell. You only peel it when you eat it so that doesn't stink and stuff.
Okay.
I'm not an animal.
Are you one of those people that like microwaves fish?
I don't know. Ew.
Oh my God.
I don't microwave pasta either. Always on the stove.
Well, at work, you have the luxury of that.
No, but
I mean,
if I'm
you're bringing
making
in your
pasta,
food to work.
I'll bring in boiled eggs. Well, I work here and Woolies is next door.
Have you seen those TikToks of people like boiling eggs in the microwave and then eating them and they're blowing up in their mouths? It's hell funny.
No, boil them
I know,
properly.
on the stoves, but people are putting them in the microwave now and they're blowing up. It's quite
Yeah,
funny.
I did make that mistake once, trying to
blow
reheat
up?
some boiled eggs in the microwave because I wanted to have them warm, and then they just started exploding in the microwave.
Yeah.
I accidentally put a fork in the microwave once. Like, and I don't think anyone actually knows this. I don't know why.
You can't microwave metal.
Yeah.
I didn't know that until like 2 years ago.
I knew that, but it was just like randomly, like a year or so ago, muscle memory. I
just put it
accidentally
in.
left the spoon in the bowl when I put it for 2 minutes and nothing happened. I was in the kitchen, didn't even know it was in there because it was muscle memory. Pull it out.
You're like, oh.
And the spoon is like boiling hot, had taken all of the heat, but like it was fine.
The pasta was cold?
It was like porridge or something.
Oh, okay.
Like,
you haven't porridge with a fork?
or spoon, same thing.
I was like, man,
Yes,
rogue.
porridge with a fork, boiled eggs only.
this guy's weird.
No, I live out of home, so I cook all my own meals. I make pasta,
good, solid meal.
steaks,
I do
chicken,
think
sweet
meal
potato
prep-
chips.
Meal prep will make or break an athlete, I reckon.
What I do for breakfast, which is really good, I've recently started doing it, best thing for your gut, chia seeds. So I'll do chia seeds overnight with yogurt that they soak in the
I
yogurt.
love overnight oats.
And I'll have like 6 things in it. I'll have like chia seeds, hemp seeds, like the LSA mix where it's like ground almonds, linseeds and sunflower seeds. So I have them, some cinnamon for flavour, my scoop of creatine in there as well. And then I'll put cocoa powder in there as well. And then
Is it cocoa? I always thought it was cocoa.
Cacao, I think is same. Someone at work my manager at work pulled me up on it the other day.
Okay.
What if my manager says that
She's right. She's right, sorry.
And then I put blueberries and banana in it for flavour.
Dude, that sounds elite.
Yeah, I have it every morning.
So you're one of those people that has the same thing on repeat every day?
Oh,
See,
no,
I try to do
breakfast, yes, because it's really easy. You're always busy in the morning. I make it the day before, so I literally just take it out of the fridge, eat it, or I come into work and I eat it at my desk. Like, it's super chill and it's really healthy. It's cold.
How many years now have you been having the same thing, do you reckon?
Of that, I've only been doing that for like 4 months. I only recently discovered chia seeds.
I love a good overnight oats, but I ate that stuff on repeat during bodybuilding, and I think, and I had protein powder.
I wouldn't do
with
like
every
chicken
meal.
and rice, for example. I couldn't do that. I could do like chicken thighs and sweet potatoes with an avocado and a tomato. Like that would be good. Like I'm hitting my food groups. But like for me, it's all about ingredients, not calories. So I'm just focusing on less ingredients. So it's more nutritious, dense food. And then I have that breakfast and that sorts out my fiber and carbs. And protein, because hemp seeds is like all 9 protein amino acid or whatever.
I didn't know that.
So it's like a superfood as well.
That's like what an egg is as well.
Yeah, eggs. I don't know why people hate eggs. Eggs is like so good for you. Yeah.
I don't know.
Raises HDL, lowers LDL, good fats.
Man, seems like someone's done a sports science degree and I haven't.
I haven't. I just am a nutrition Nazi.
He's just a nerd.
Anyways.
But yeah, I do like an overnight oats. I used to have this specific one with protein powder, but I had that for like 4 months straight when I did bodybuilding.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of protein powder.
Do you have because I reckon
it's just processed.
This is controversial, but I don't think you need protein powder.
Not pea. Pea protein powder definitely not. Whey's better than pea. But
I'm a big believer that if you can hit your protein without protein powder, grow up and stop having it.
Just eat boiled eggs. Like, come on, guys.
Yeah, just eat Greek yogurt. I have Greek yogurt.
Yeah,
on
so
like
the Greek yogurt is what I have with the chia seeds. I go through 2 kilos of Greek yogurt a week. It's good.
That's good.
I get the Chris's Heritage one. That's the best one. I've tried them all.
I just get Chobani.
Yeah, but Chobani.
Yeah, Chobani, but the like low fat one.
But then it's just more processed.
Is it?
Yeah. But there's nothing wrong about healthy fats.
No. I'm all for. I love avocado.
Avocado a day keeps the doctor away.
I don't have one a day, but maybe I should.
They're expensive. So,
they are expensive.
It's got to be in season. We're getting really niche.
We are getting niche, but I do like an overnight. I agree with you with that. But yeah, creatine. Take creatine, however you say it.
I'm sorry for that.
It's fine. I'm used to it now. People make fun of how I say.
I wasn't making. We look after our guests here on the Cook and Smile podcast. Don't come.
But yeah, I don't really take. I'm not a supplement girl. I take creatine. At the moment, I've been taking the sleep stuff. It's rancid. It tastes.
Sleep stuff.
Yeah,
like to help you sleep.
Yeah, because I've been training
like
so much. Yeah, like melatonin, but I don't know. It's got this like cortisol lower thing in it. I don't know what it's called, but it lowers your cortisol.
Just take ashwagandha.
That sounds like
ashwagandha. You know, like ashwagandha pills. Like
no, but I've heard.
It like lowers like stress and mood.
Yeah,
alleviates anxiety. good for your testosterone.
I don't think that matters for me, does it?
Well,
I guess I do need some
actually.
testosterone actually.
I think that's a common misconception.
Yeah, that is.
That
I knew that.
Yeah, of course you did.
Just gotta dig myself out of that hole.
No, I mean because you studied sports science.
But yeah, so I take this sleeping stuff that tastes so bad, but it makes me sleep so well.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so but that's it. That's all I take.
Do you know what I do to sleep really well, which is like revolutionized sleep for me? Nose tapes, mouth tapes. So good.
See, I reckon that's a myth.
Nup.
Nah?
Because I'll mouth breathe if I don't wear the mouth tape.
Okay,
and
see,
then
I don't mouth
your
breathe.
sleep quality, snoring.
So let me
so
defend
much
my
worse.
statement here. I had like Goat came to me and wanted me to wear their stuff. I'm very big on scientific studies. So I said, I'll promote your stuff if you give me the backed up science.
I'll give you the
tape.
backed up science for nose tapes.
You give me it. You give it. Be my guest.
It opens up oxygen. You get more oxygen in with every breath. Enhances recovery. Better sleep.
I'm all for it for recovery. So sleeping, whatnot.
Not for working out.
This is where I'm getting at. If people were running and working out.
And you're breathing through your mouth with the nose tape on.
You're breathing through your mouth. You're not breathing that much through your nose. I get it opens up your nostrils a little bit. But a big thing in psych is statistical significance. I do not think the difference is big enough to say that there is a big enough effect to say that one causes the other.
What if I told you I was starting a nose tape business with a friend and we're currently in the process of finding samples and we're focusing purely on sleep and not exercise and having the best quality products at the most affordable price, not selling them for $35 for 30 like Goat, but selling them for $14.99. What if I told you that?
I could be a guinea pig.
What if I told you that?
Is this legit? Damn.
It's in the works.
Okay. Interesting.
Don't quote me on the pricing, guys, but that's a rough estimate.
I think you just plugged his business for the first time here.
My business.
Is this your business, I'm assuming? Yeah.
Me and a mates.
Yeah, cool.
My mates and I's.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
I can see the perks when you're sleeping because I breathe through my nose naturally. So
I've
it
got
doesn't
nose problems.
Exactly.
I had the nose
so
surgery,
like totally, that's what I'm saying. Like if you've got problems, but the whole advertising it from an exercise point of view.
We're purely not targeting, like all of our targeting is sleep only. Don't want to exercise. We don't want exercise people. Like if they want to work while they exercise, great. But we're targeting better sleep.
Yeah.
Because that's where our audience is.
And like no hate to like Goat and whatever. That's cool. You do you.
I hate to go.
But I'm not going to wear, I've got stuff in my bag, like in my gym bag, like mouth tape, because I got all of it. And I'm like, I wore it a couple of times and I was like, nah, I don't think I need this to exercise personally. So
this is so much controversial stuff going on in this episode.
It is very controversial. And feel free to give me some backed up science, but I've done the research.
For sleep or for exercise?
For exercise.
So for sleep,
I know there's research and I'm not coming at you for sleep.
Especially if you're a mouth breather.
Especially if you're a mouth breather. I'm not a mouth breather, so I'm not going to bother with the tape.
Not anymore. It's a mouth tape.
There you go. And it's so uncomfortable. I tried to sleep with it.
It depends on the mouth tape.
Yeah, true.
Like I've just got a new one. It's like a breathable fabric because I've been trying out a bunch because we're going to go to mouth tapes after nose tapes.
Sick.
And it's all about quality for affordable. Like think Uniqlo, but apply it to health businesses.
Yeah, okay.
That's the model.
Okay, this is the first we're hearing about it. This is exciting. I feel like I'm interviewing you now. Tell me about your business.
Okay, back to you.
No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I feel like I'm very big because not to be like up myself, but I've gone to uni. I know when people are bullshitting stuff. Like you're not going to find your research from TikTok. If you're telling me you saw something because you saw it on TikTok, use your critical thinking.
I trust Andrew Huberman.
Who's that?
What? You don't know who Andrew Huberman is? The neuroscientist from Stanford that's like got the Huberman podcast. It's like one of the number one podcasts in the world.
Okay, sick. I probably would know of him. I'm a face person.
You will love the Huberman podcast from everything
I'm going to listen to him.
He's like one of the number one podcasts in the world, goes into the science and studies only behind everything and explains it, goes way too much into depth on everything.
That sounds like my type of podcast.
As if you haven't heard of Huberman podcast.
I probably have. I'm a very like face person. Show me a photo and I'll be like,
he's got a big neck and a beard. Andrew Huberman. Sorry. This is just like this guy.
Yeah, maybe.
He's got a book.
Yeah, cool. Sick. I'm going to read his book.
Like it's one of the biggest podcasts in the world.
Yeah. No, I recognize the right side. Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm with you now.
He has all the top experts in the world on everything.
Cool.
Like,
yeah, I'm going to have to listen to that. But yeah, I'm very big on like You tell me something, you back it up with scientific knowledge, not TikTok,
Amen.
not YouTube. Get me to Google Scholar and an actual article and I'll listen to you.
I shouldn't have said I eat boiled eggs, hey.
Where's the article that supports that? That gives me TikTok trend vibes.
Oh.
It's all right. You've got other qualities that that are pulling you out right now. But anyway.
Cool.
I don't know where we were going with that. Nutrition.
That's kind of your week. Nutrition. I'm interested in nutrition, obviously, with like especially with training and like just meals that you have in terms of carbs, just bread, pasta, any other carbs.
I think there's nothing wrong with simple carbs. This whole low carb thing, myth diet stuff, get out of here.
What do you think of sweet potatoes?
Love them. Love a good
Do you
sweet
ever
potato.
chop them up and chuck them in an air fryer for chips? So good.
Love an air fryer. I got an air fryer.
Extra virgin olive oil.
And I get like seasoning on it as well.
Salt and pepper's all you need.
Anyone that's South African would know rye salt.
Are you South
Bry
African?
salt. Yeah, my mum's South African. We put bry salt. It's like a whole nother level. Barbecue salt.
It's like Himalayan rock salt.
It's kind of bougie like that, but it's so good. Yeah.
Right.
Highly rate it. Just gives that seasoning.
Well, something I ask every guest that comes on the podcast is tombstones.
I was prepared for this.
Do I even need to ask the question?
Now ask away.
Everyone does. Everyone has a limited character space on their tombstone. What would you want on your tombstone? That means you've listened to the end of an episode. Thank you.
I have.
Thank
I
you.
have listened
Thank you.
right to the end. This might be a bit long, but I feel like the harder you work, the luckier you get, but everyone misses the opportunities in between. So I believe that no one is lucky. It's just the harder they work, they get more opportunities and then people perceive it as luck.
I create my own luck. That's a Han Solo quote from Star Wars.
There you go. Star Wars quote to finish it. But yeah.
That's a really great quote, but that's not a tombstone quote, Mia.
Oh, damn it.
It's like, how do you want to be remembered? Like,
oh, true. Sorry, I really just like, how do I want to be remembered?
That's a great quote. It's a great quote. And I love that you prepared it. And it's really like, I'm not knocking on it whatsoever, but like in terms of what you want to be, how you want to be remembered.
Tombstone.
Like, was like the guy before me was he loved. He fully lived. He was a crazy, relentless, honest bastard.
She smiled.
She smiled.
Boom. So I feel like people always say I smile a lot. I feel like I'm always smiling.
Nice.
I think that one. She smiled.
Very nice.
Okay, yeah, we'll finish with that.
Well, is there anything you want to plug for the people listening, watching? This is probably the longest podcast thing I've ever done.
I know.
It's really
good. I knew it was going to be a lot of yapping.
No, it's good.
I was going in. I was like, yeah, this is going to be long. Well, obviously I'm going to plug Different. That's where I train. Awesome gym in Subi. I'll plug Ogging because that's my running squad. Really cool crew. And then I'll plug Base Nutrition.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is that another?
They're like a suppmart, but they're not suppmart. They do like
sponsor?
subs. Yeah, I like partnered with them so I get like discounts and stuff. So I'm drinking their electrolytes right now. And obviously I'd plug Puma because I'm wearing their shoes.
That's sick.
Be rude not to. But yeah, that's it. Do I have to like plug myself?
Like your own Instagram?
Yeah.
Well, if it's a personal brand, so I guess. Like, well, I was also going to ask you about that, personal brands and like building that. What's that been like?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked that because my mum was like, can you mention me in your podcast? And I was like, fine, Mum. If he asks about my brand, I'll mention you. Because when I started Move with Mia, it was originally called May the Training.
How do you come up with the name Move for Mia?
Okay, it's actually, it's just going to get longer, the podcast.
That's all right. That's all right.
It's fine. Let's commit. Let's just commit.
For it. You've already plugged your social, so we can just.
So it started when I was a PT at UWA.
Yep.
And obviously being a PT, half of it is your online presence. Like you can be a good PT with just face-to-face verbal connections, but you're going to get a lot more business if you plug your online socials, if you use. And I was very hesitant. I'm not that. I was never like, I want to be an Instagram person. So my friends are like, and my boss was like, you need to make an Instagram account. I was like, okay, I made it. And then they're like, you need to post now on it. And I was like, oh, what? Like, what do you mean? This is in like 2023. So I started my account then. And then I was like, oh, what do I post on this? And Mum's like, whatever you do, don't put any alcohol, no smoking. Make sure your brand is clean. Like she's like, everyone.
Were you in your party era at this point?
No, I was finishing it. So it was all good. And that was all for my private. That was for my other Instagram account. That wasn't going on my public like training account. And so she was like, whatever you do, your brand is your name, your walking brand. Because as a PT, you are a walking billboard. People look at you and they decide whether or not they want you to be their trainer. Same with your profile. They look at.
I've got a controversial take.
Oh, go on.
What do you think about out of shape PTs?
It's controversial. I'm a big believer as you are what you sell. And if I'm someone looking for a PT, I'm going for the fit PT.
I wouldn't
every day.
have a dentist with bad teeth.
My point, I wouldn't go to a hairdresser with a shocking hairstyle. And this could be controversial because we're living in a day and age, but it depends what you classify as out of shape. Like
obese.
You don't need to have 6-pack abs. You don't need that. And you don't need to be toned at all. If you're fit, if you can run, if you can lift, that's enough for me.
If you got good technique.
Yeah,
and you can lift some weight.
And you know, it's also knowledge as well. I think there's so many influencer PTs with no credentials.
Controversial take, but at my current Revo gym, there is 1 or 2 PTs that are not in shape per se.
Yeah.
And I just don't get it. I don't get it. As a salesman, it doesn't make sense.
Me personally, no, I would never do that. As you said, I would never go to someone with terrible teeth. That's a dentist. So I just think the same thing.
Nothing wrong with if they're out of shape. That's like none of my business whatsoever. But it's just like being a PT, you got to be in shape.
You got to be semi in shape and definitely, You
can't coach soccer and know nothing about soccer.
Yeah, I agree. And you got to be like semi fit and know the technique.
Sorry for that.
No, that's fine. I was prepared for a controversial question.
Personal brand.
But that's the other thing. I'm not going to come on here and like shit talk people because it's not worth
I'll do that for you.
You can do that for me. But yeah, so that's my opinion. I wouldn't go to a PT that's out of shape. But
I don't think we've said anything too controversial.
I don't think so either. But
I can edit it out if I need to.
The only thing I would say is edit out if I swear, but I haven't sworn, so it's fine.
I think I swore once.
I don't care if you swear, but more me because I'm a teacher. And if students listen to this, I obviously want them to listen to it because they look up to me as like a mentor, but I don't want to swear. If you swear, that's fine. It's your podcast.
I'll bleep out my swear as well.
Bless, thanks.
Personal brand.
Yeah, personal brand. So my mum's always like, keep it clean and what's your purpose? So it was originally called May the Training because that was my PT, but then I stopped becoming a PT in the middle of next year, but I wanted to keep
May the Training.
May, that's my last name, is Mather. So I was just like, I don't want to do the classic Mia fit, fit with.
Oh, I thought you were saying May the Training.
Oh, no, my bad. Again, my pronunciation is
May the Training.
May the Training. And so I was thinking, maybe I will change my brand to something more like with my name in it rather than my last name. In case I get married one day, it might not work out. I'm just a girl. I think about that stuff. So I was like, I'm going to put it as my first name. I also didn't like May the Training because it was kind of like something training. It's a bit boring and I wasn't a PT anymore. So I wanted it something more to myself.
That makes sense.
So I was thinking of names and I thought, it's actually funny. I went in uni, and this is all part of my story as well. I've had a lot of failures and I went for sport rep in uni where basically you're the representative of sport. If anyone's gone to UWA, they know that there's a lot of politics. Did you go to UWA?
For a semester.
You know, all the like Star and Spark? Do you remember around September, there's always people handing out flyers trying to get you to vote?
All that shit.
Yeah, I was part of that. Yeah, so
I thought you meant like people like doing like walking around protesting random stuff.
No, not protesting, more like they want you to vote.
Sorry, I just swore again. Guys.
No, normally that's me, but I'm like very hyper aware of it. But I got approached by the political party and I ran it's really
you got into politics.
And I'm like the least political person ever. So it's kind of, everyone laughs about it now, but thank gosh we lost. So I didn't have to do that. So I was like, bye. Anyway, so my slogan was move with Mia for the brand, for the political whatever, because there was all these different like the business one, the educational one, the president one.
You were a tool in a cog, a machine of a political weapon.
Yeah. And my sister says I was part of a cult. So yeah, anyway, that's another part of my side story, but that's where the name came. It was Move with Mia. And I thought, I do kind of like that name because it's less of like training and more moving, different types of exercise. And then I got really creative with it and like was like, oh, what would my logo look like? And I drew like an M, so move, and then a W with, and then an M. So it looked like kind of like a zigzag like that. And it was like supposed to represent, and then I put an arrow over the top. And it's supposed to represent the ups and downs in your journey and your beginning and your end. But at the end of the day, you still get to the end, but no journey is linear. It's up and down. So the peaks and the troughs of the letters M, W, M represent the journey and you're moving with me.
I like that.
It's very deep. It's very deep for just a name, but that's how.
No, it's good. You gotta be invested.
But that's the brand, right? And I was thinking at the time, if I'm going to do psychology, I want this to branch off into my business as a sports psych. So everything has reason behind it. So it was moved with Mia, and Mum was like, whatever you do, make sure your brand is clear. So my purpose is anyone can do anything if they put their mind to it. And my journey is showing people what I went through, bodybuilding, the recovery, losing my purpose, losing hockey.
And finding it again.
Like, it doesn't matter what happens. You're going to have ups, you're going to have downs.
Just keep moving.
Just keep moving. There you go. And another saying that I love to say to students when I teach is like, resilience should be your best friend. It sounds so like original, but I seriously, and I always say this metaphor to people, like imagine when you're a baby, you're 1 year old, you're learning to walk and you fell down. Imagine if you never got back up. You'd still be sitting down.
You're not wrong.
That's resilience there. Like you think about all the times you've had resilience when you were a kid. You fell down, you got back up. You have to keep doing that. You just might not have your parents there to help you.
Why a 1 year old?
Well, that's when you learn to walk normally, no? 2? I was a weird kid. I didn't crawl. I just went straight to walking because I'm just alpha like that. So I don't know what it's like to crawl, but I know what it's like to walk.
We crawled so you could walk.
Boom. Yeah.
Well, I think we've covered everything.
I really think we have.
I think.
I'm trying to think. I think so. Yeah, nutrition, Hyrox.
Sleep, diet, exercise.
Yeah, damn. It's really just been a lot of, and even psych, we covered that as well, which is cool.
It's been a ride.
But yeah, now I want to ask you all about your life, but that'll be another episode.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for your time, Mia. This has been great. You've already plugged your socials. You've given your tombstone answer.
Boom.
I appreciate 2 hours of your weekend.
Yeah, that's solid.
And good luck with all the events coming up. I hope you win World Champs next year.
Oh gosh, I don't know. Maybe there'll be a whole other podcast. We'll see what happens.
I would love to have you on afterwards to talk about it.
I would happily come back for a debrief. Don't think we'll win, but hey, anything can happen. Thanks so much for having me, Cam.
No, thank you. See you later.
See ya.